Welcome to High Rollers with your new queen, me, Bowsette.
It's horrifying.
Welcome to the Halloween episode of High Rollers. I was meant to put my contacts in, but one of them came out, so I can't see anything till I put my glasses on. I am your Dungeon Master, Bowsette, or Mark Sherlock Holmes. Welcome to this horror show. Not because of the adventure, just because of me. Yeah. Welcome. Joining me, as always, we have Kylo Ren.
Hi.
Wow. Miss Marvel.
Hi.
On the other side, Merida.
Hey.
And Tom in a blue wig.
I'm Ramona Flowers, okay?
Of course you are, Tom.
Ramona
of course
Flowers.
you are. Yeah, for sure.
God damn.
Welcome to High Rollers. It's been a while. I have to put my glasses on or I can't read the notes.
I have to take my mask off.
Now
I
I'm
can't see
Secretary
anything.
Bowsette.
Bowsette.
That's the one. Hello.
It's even more horrifying.
Something even more horrifying. Thanks, Nina, for doing my makeup, by the way.
It's true love.
There, it's true love. Yeah, she's. I'm engaged to that woman.
Yeah.
And she had to deal with this.
She can do your makeup for the wedding.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what if I wore this to the wedding?
Theme
It'd be
wedding.
amazing.
Instant
She could be Mario.
divorce. Or Bowser.
Meh.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to Aerois. Thanks, Kim, for running a spooky one-shot while I was away in Japan.
Right.
It seemed to go very well. If you've not seen it yet, it's all available on YouTube and as a podcast.
Yeah. Oh.
The one having costume malfunctions is the one who's just wearing the wig.
Yeah, the one who's not wearing a costume.
Ow.
I'm wearing two wigs.
Right. A big thank you to our sponsors. I'm so sorry I'm reading this dressed like this. We have an ongoing sponsor. It's the amazing D&D Beyond. Hey, D&D Beyond is the official digital toolset for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. It's got a character builder, it's got a compendium, and you know what? Now, it's got Twitch integration.
Start on this side.
Check it out. If you're on High Rollers D&D Twitch,
Where?
you can check out the Twitch integration. Let us know what you think of it.
This side.
Behind...
It should be.
So
I can't see it
What
myself.
does that mean? What do you mean?
Means
So
that
you can hover over, go on, Chris Trott.
You get little portraits with our names and our characters, and if you hover over it, you get detailed stats that are updated on the fly.
So when these guys update their hit points or add conditions, it will actually update on the Twitch integration in D&D Beyond.
Oh, hang
How
on. So
cool.
hang on. I'm now blind. Hopefully everyone can see that.
There you go.
I don't know how detailed the overlays get.
But let us know what you think of it. We're going to give some feedback to D&D Beyond. Obviously, we'd love your feedback as well. It's amazing. D&D Beyond is great. This is your last
your
chance to use the code HIGHROLLING to get 25% off purchases on D&D Beyond, excluding the Legendary Bundle. It's only going to work until the end of October, which is now.
Oh.
Do it now.
So use that code.
That's right.
HIGHROLLING, 25% off. It's a really great deal. D&D Beyond is really good. We've been using it loads. I've been using it loads as a do it.
Oh.
Kill the bastard.
But that's not our only sponsor this week. This next sponsor is actually super freaking cool. I'm really glad that they decided to sponsor us. Our new sponsor for tonight's episode is World Anvil.
Whoa.
There should be a link going in chat, being spammed out, I hope. If not, then it should be in the email, TJ, and can you help make sure that gets spammed out? If not, somebody will forward it to you and we'll spam that out later.
This is very cool.
Yeah,
So-
this is
Yeah.
super
Listen
freaking
up.
cool.
Very
Super
cool.
cool.
World Anvil is an amazing campaign management tool system specifically for tabletop RPGs. World Anvil helps you manage and keep track of your world building by helping you make timelines, wiki documents, documents of your nations, kingdoms, countries. You can make maps, you can make handouts, you can make monster stat blocks. It's got a dice roller, a digital DM screen. You can play music from YouTube and Spotify on it. You can share information with your players as much or as little as you want, or publicly. You can even advertise your game publicly on the World Anvil site. There is a link in chat. This is a seriously cool system. I was checking it out just before the stream. You can create awesome documents. They all link to each other using a cool tag system, a mention system. You can do timelines. You can do different ones for different factions. If you want the best way to manage your homebrew world for your campaigns, or even not homebrew world, you can use this with existing modules just to plan out everything. This is seriously one of the coolest
Even if you're writing
tools.
a fiction novel.
Fiction novel you could do it with. It doesn't have to be just for D&D. You're running a sci-fi game, you can use it for that as well. It's seriously really cool. We're so glad that they sponsored it. Please do check it out and let them know that High Rollers drove you there. If you can use the link, that does let them know that you came from us, so that helps us out as well. Seriously, check it out. It's a super cool program. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to check it out. I wish I could post Aerois stuff on there,
See if I
but
can
that
find
would
the
be
link.
huge spoilers.
Yeah.
So can't do that. But yeah, check it out. It's really, really cool. That's World Anvil. Really, really awesome. Thank you very much for sponsoring us tonight, guys. I'm sorry that I am like this.
And I'm
I mean,
sorry
this
that we
makes it
didn't get
better.
to see you at Comic-Con.
Very sorry. Speaking of Comic-Con, Katie,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
thanks to everyone that we saw
Yeah.
at MCM Comic-Con.
Thank
Thank you. It was great to see you.
We are sorry about Saturday. There were some problems. We ended up having a cancelled signing session on the Saturday. But everybody that we saw on Friday who came to the live show, we had a packed live show.
It was
We had
amazing.
loads of people that came to see that. It was at capacity. They had to tweet that our show was at capacity.
Yeah, they did.
They really
They
did.
tweeted,
Yeah. How about that?
That's cool.
Yay!
So we know a lot of you went there to see Critical Role, but thank you everybody who came to see us as well. We hope you had an awesome time. It was lovely seeing the Critical Role guys as well. We
Very
got to
briefly
see
chat with them before we ran away.
We hope you have a wonderful con while you're here in the UK. New merch on the store. Katie, why don't you tell us about the new merch?
Do we have
Tote bags
And
Tote bags!
and a calendar,
Hey!
which has features. It does features though. There's a tote bag. It's double-sided, both of them, so it comes in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them have the same designs either side, so you can switch it up.
Kim's literally brought all of her D&D stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
How
carrying
cool is
mine
it?
around Comic-Con all weekend, and
Yeah.
it's been great.
Been pretty great.
They also fold up really little, so they're useful for putting in your bag, which I do all the time.
Boom.
Anyway, their tote's amazing, so you should totes get one.
Totes get one.
Tote.
And then the calendar.
The calendar has actually got a lot of really, really awesome artwork.
Yeah.
It's not just Nina's artwork, which is incredible, as always. So Nina's done a few new pieces for us that are in there. We've also got 4 artists that we have chosen from the community who have made pieces in there, which
And they're gorgeous.
are gorgeous.
And
So
just
please-
to clarify, we paid them. We
Yeah.
didn't just steal their
Yeah.
artwork.
Yeah.
So
a
that
special
was
submission.
It was Victormon,
Victormon.
it was Joma,
Yeah, Forging Meanings.
Amelia.
I'm trying to remember then their
Amelia, and
Olivia.
Olivia Sampson.
Olivia. There we go.
Fire
Thank you, Kim.
Snatch.
Kim had to,
It was a
Kim
fun
doing all the
project to put together.
coordination.
Really fun project to put together.
The artwork from the freelancers was incredible. Honestly,
Yeah.
it
yes.
really is
It's
amazing.
mind-blowing.
Yeah. And
There's also
it
go on.
celebrates all of our campaigns, so it's not just like one campaign. It's
Yes.
Lightfall, Aerois, all our
Dead
mini-series.
Reckoning,
Yeah.
Untitled Territories,
High
in there,
Rollers
Rogue's
calendar.
Gambit.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a
There
real
is also-
celebration.
Nina's has put in not a spoiler, but a little
really,
behind
really
the
beautiful.
scenes.
Yeah.
One page for particular.
there
if you're
is.
interested in Aerois.
There is.
Gives you some canon designs.
Yeah.
For some very important figures
Really,
in
really
Aerois'
cool.
history.
They
Oh, it
shoot.
also has key events on all of the months
On the
as well.
dates.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's a good point. So we
That
have
definitely
like
didn't drive me crazy putting that together.
So it's got things like
Kim did
the
that.
first time something happened in Lightfall, when we launched Aerois, that sort of thing,
Siege
all
of
on the calendar.
Talisfal,
Siege
things
of
like that.
You want
Talisfal.
to celebrate
Our
your
birthdays.
with us?
Our birthdays.
And yeah.
There you
Like
go.
our birthdays.
Tom Hazel, tell us
Yes.
about podcasts.
Oh, the podcasts are still going up.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tom
Wow.
Hazel.
The podcasts, if you are not aware, these episodes are being cut down into 2 halves, so before the first break, after the second first break. And they are being put up on Mondays and Thursdays on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean.
As many pod things as we can.
Not
All your
SoundCloud,
pod
'cause
apps.
I can't figure out how to get that updated, but whatever.
And the other thing is, if you listen to it and you enjoy it, please do leave a rating, leave a comment, all that good
Yes.
stuff. It does help us massively, gets more people watching and listening.
Apparently your mic's shit. I don't know why.
Apparently my mic is shit.
Can you please plug it back in, Tom?
Plug it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Tom!
So for those of you who couldn't hear Tom because he didn't have his mic plugged in, he was just saying that there's podcasts every Monday and Thursday.
Totes Profesh.
They're available everywhere. And if you can, please leave a comment and rate them really high.
There was a couple of people
I
at
hate him.
Comic-Con.
I hate him today.
Yeah.
There was a couple of people at Comic-Con who didn't actually know what we looked like because they were only podcast listeners.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting.
And now it's
Hi,
even more
podcast people.
confusing if they're tuning in now.
If you're tuning in now, all you need to know is that Mark is probably horrifying.
Just check our Twitter
most.
account. Check our Twitter account for full visual evidence.
Or mine. I'm going to post loads of pictures. Chris Trott,
Good.
tell us about fan art.
There's a fan art video today.
Woo!
That's cool. If you want fan art to appear in the video, please email it to highrollersdnd@gmail.com. That allows us express permission to use it in a video on YouTube. And also, please leave a handle or a username
The way
or
you would like to
whatever,
be credited.
how you want to be credited in the email, please. Thank you.
Kim, I don't have anything for you to do.
That's fine. I did all the announcements the last 2
Did all
weeks.
that. Yeah, that's true. Rhiannon will be joining us back next week. She's at a wedding. And with that, it's time to start.
What are we doing?
Spoops.
episode. Play the Aerois intro, TJ.
See you in a
Take it
bit.
away.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry, I wasn't looking on my phone for stuff.
He was taking pictures of himself.
Welcome back
Can't stop.
to High Rollers, the Halloween episode. If you're a podcast listener, just imagine we're all dressed completely normally.
Yeah.
Because we're not. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hello, welcome.
What YouTube
Sorry.
link is that, Mark? For podcast listeners?
I don't know, what are you talking about?
YouTube.com/HighRollersDND.
Oh, yeah. Or twitch.tv/HighRollersDND if
If you want to
watch
see
it
us,
live.
if you want to see us in our
Or
costumes.
at High Rollers D&D.
Tom's
on
just like,
Twitter.
they cut this.
I've done all this in the intros and outros, so it's fine. We're way ahead of you.
And you're going to do our sponsor messages because thanks to D&D Beyond and World Anvil, right, Tom Hazel?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, I was too busy getting my makeup and my costume on to write the recap for last week.
It's got better makeup than I do today.
But,
It's disturbing.
dude, Nina did it for me. It's amazing. However, a recap off the top of my head. You had journeyed back to Rose Hall, a little settlement where you'd been making friends, meeting acquaintances, doing a little bit of treasure hunting out in some ruins outside of the town, when you became embroiled in a murder investigation. It's all right, Kim, I don't need it.
Just right there.
It's fine.
Just in case.
After two of your traveling companions had been murdered by some sort of shadow-jumping assassin.
Whoa, spoilers.
Spoilers. That's part of the recap. Vala, a young girl that had been traveling with you, had been kidnapped. You set off in pursuit. You recovered her and managed to capture one of her kidnappers alive. And brought her back to Rose Hall for justice. The daughter of Brett Brookstone, this kind of patriarchal figure that was very prominent in Rose Hall. When you brought her back and interrogated her and had her arrested, there was a news got out around town, and Brett Brookstone and several of his miners came to try and basically forcibly take her back and take revenge on you. I would not say antagonized by Quill, but Quill certainly...
I would definitely
help.
say
No,
antagonist.
hang on.
Antagonized by Quill, Brett Brookstone was driven into...
But you could see the plan, right?
We'll leave that for the viewers to decide.
I thought it was a good idea.
Brett Brookstone was driven to a murderous attack on the party, and you fought him back, narrowly avoiding death once more, but you managed to capture him, actually rescue him alive after Valor attempted to kill him permanently. You managed to keep him alive, see him arrested, and now you're about to make your way out of town.
Yes.
Ayla, having rejoined the party, told them that she might be able to find some answers to her missing clan in a elven palace, a ruined elven palace on the shores of a large lake to the north called Rose Hall, where the village actually gets its name from. And with that...
It's the beginning of Chapter 3.
Chapter
What's
3.
the name of chapter 3? Mark.
I haven't come up with one yet.
Damn it, Mark. I have a gap here waiting for a title.
Well, I'm sorry, okay?
Chapter 3.
On the way to Goldthrone.
So, if you have friends that are still like, I don't know if I want to catch up,
New
now's a
chapter.
great time. Bring them in on this episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll do a slight recap on our characters. Why not?
Yeah, and if you are coming here for the first time, this isn't normal.
Yeah, it's not. It really isn't. So, all right. Well, in that case, as we set the scene with you guys are, I believe you were taking a long rest at the Brazen Heart in Rose Hall, and you were making your plans to head out to this ruin. So in the morning, you wake, you come downstairs. Give us describe. We'll go around starting with Kim. Describe character. Tell us a little bit about them as we see them coming downstairs into the Brazen Heart.
So we see myself, who is a blue Air Ganassi, with goggles similar to the ones that Tom is wearing upon his head right now.
Yeah.
She is a Hexblade warlock who has taken pact with the tome. She has a rather mysterious-looking sword. Well, actually, it looks like a dagger at the moment, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So it transforms into different weapons as per the Hexblade warlock power. At the moment, it looks like a short dagger. And she's probably... Well, how early is it?
Whatever time you would have pre-agreed. So, like, what, 9?
Okay, so she's looking quite cheerful, ready to meet the day. Probably already like reading a book while she's walking everywhere. She's one of those twats that reads while she's walking. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Who comes down next?
Early bird. So I imagine I do.
Gets the one.
Yeah. So I am Kylo Kadkalar. I am a Aarakocra with like a tall, if you don't know what Aarakocra is, birdman.
Burp.
Brown feathers, eagle-like face, eagle-like features. He's got a big red cloak that is covering his left arm, or where his left arm would be if it was there.
Yeah.
And he is also constantly, with his remaining arm, adjusting an eye patch that is now covering his right eye because of events that happened that led to me not having that eye anymore. I'm just in pieces.
You are kind of in pieces at the minute.
And I'm like constantly adjusting it and nudging it around, and like I can't quite get it comfortable. I'm constantly aware it's there. It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
So you're fidgeting around with that. We also see downstairs a metallic woman, a construct made from metal and wood. She carries a large heater shield with a large axe at her side, and you can see that she is looking after a young human girl with long, dark black hair, kind of simple, dark, purplish kind of clothes, but she has very violet eyes. And you can see that the two of them are kind of quietly talking and having a little bit of food and breakfast and that sort of thing. Who is next to follow?
I'll come downstairs. I'm playing Ayla. She is a wild elf Storm Herald barbarian. She is dressed in sort of, I guess, leathers and clothing. She's got a piece of tartan strapped to her belt, which is sort of a reddish colour. She carries a massive hammer with her with a blue gemstone in it, which occasionally sort of just crackles with a little bit of lightning around her. And she's got sort of very long, braided, half up, half down, wild red hair.
There you go.
Yeah, that's her.
That's
She's probably not looking too happy to be awake.
Okay.
About an hour after everybody else
Of course.
comes a very tall, slender man, high elf, and he is just haphazardly putting on the remaining pieces of his very illustrious purple robe.
Did he get it back?
He did, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The field warden went and got it for him.
He paid him to get
It is covered
literally
in
did.
colours, patterns, embroidery, gems, and he has a fabrial on his left hand, which has gems on it, which seems to hum with a sorceress energy. What's interesting about his face, other than his dashingly good looks, is that his left eye is entirely orange and his right eye is entirely blue. He has heterochromia of the sorceress type. And he is a sorcerer, obviously, with the origin that Mark came up, a
Arcane
subclass called Arcane Chromat, which allows him to empower acid and cold spells.
Well, you draw magical energy from colour.
From
the kind
colour,
of flavour.
which
Yeah.
is why I'm so colourful.
Yeah. And so with that, the last person to arrive is a very, not quite dour, but a very serious-looking dwarf. Okay. And you can see he's actually, he's got a change of clothes, and he's managed to secure himself some traveling gear now. He has a backpack, he has like a full explorer's pack. You can see that he has a crossbow, which is actually a double kind of ended crossbow that he can rotate to fire twice. And he also has a small hammer at his side. And you can see he's actually taken a bit of time to kind of tidy his beard up. He's braided it. He's got his long dark hair, and he now also has a big, like 10-gallon saloon hat.
Oh,
that
wow.
He's wearing. He has got a full-on Suvonen hat.
Sweet.
So when you say double-ended, do you mean...
So it's got like one crossbow on the top and one crossbow on the bottom.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Rotates
I thought it was
round.
both sides.
No,
Like
no.
he
Back and front.
could accidentally shoot himself.
Top and bottom, and then he slides it round.
Okay, yeah.
Which trigger was it?
He looks over you all, and he gives you a curt kind of tip of the hat. Morning all, we should be heading out soon.
It's so early.
This is really not early, Lucius. You gotta, in the lowlands, this is late. We're gonna
Sun's
late
only
start.
just creeped up over the horizon.
Nope.
It's been up for quite a while now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it may be winter, but it still gets up before you do.
We actually arranged to meet much earlier. You're very late, actually.
What time do you usually get up when you're...
Well, it depends when Daddy wants me, honestly. If it's a meeting in the morning, I'm like, no, thank you, take another sibling. But if it's an afternoon one, I'll get up 3 minutes before.
Okay.
Well, this ain't Daddy's meeting place. This is the road, and we gotta get moving. So get your gear, get everybody ready. Did you still plan on heading to that spooky ruin?
Yes, please.
All right.
I'm not too sure.
I mean, yeah, it's
It's an elven ghost in there.
Yeah, that's why I need to go.
I saw
I
her.
explained all of this, like, answers that I need might be in that, so
She
I
could
can't
kill
really
us.
go without...
Kim's giving up.
I can't see nothing. Carry on.
I need to go there. If I don't go there... Well, actually, you know what? If you don't come with me, I'll just go on my own. Probably die, but meh.
Sentry is like, it could also be a good place for me to learn more about solving. If it is quite old, they may still have some records of it.
See? There we go.
That's true. We might
Two people need
find
to
more
go.
information about the remnants, the shadow. What are they? What name are they actually going by now?
The remnant.
They are the remnant now, but they were also the shadow
Cloak of shadow. No.
shadow men.
Court of Shadows?
Court of Shadows.
Court of shadows.
Nova's just
Court of
writing.
shadows.
She's been industriously
five,
writing
buddy.
in her book.
Yeah.
Just
We know
ignoring everyone.
knowledge.
Now, most folks in the lowlands, we call them the remnant, just because the Court of Shadows was when they were united under Kylo Starbane as a big army. Now it's just pockets of hobgoblins or fiends or monsters out in the wild. So that's what most folks around here call them anyway.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Nova wants to go, though. Nova,
fine.
Nova. You wanted to go, remember? Because you could learn loads of shit.
Go where?
the ruin, the elven ruin. Up
Oh
there.
yes, I wanted to explore an experiment and see if paranormal activity is actually a real thing.
I mean, Lucius
There you go.
saw the ghost, apparently.
I saw it, that's enough.
Yes, you
You
did.
could just take my witness
But
account.
that's just visual confirmation. I need tactile. I need to see if there's any physical evidence.
She needs to go and prod it in the face.
Nova, I don't want to belittle you, but you just pass through ghosts. You can't touch it.
How do you know?
How do I know? I don't know.
So let's go and find out.
You're right, Nova, let's go. You take
Vala-
the lead, though.
Vala looks up and she kind of sheepishly looks around. She's like, also, if it's an old elven ruin, if they were high elves, they might have some knowledge about magic. I could learn a bit more. Or...
Magic.
Yes. Well, your people are quite magical, right?
Absolutely.
See?
They might have some
Win-win.
treasures.
Win-win-win. You're coming.
I mean, you didn't actually say win when you pointed to me.
No,
but,
that's because it's not really a win for you, but it
but I'm
could
just a
be.
nice guy.
We might find a wing.
A
We
wi-
could attach that. I don't know. I'm trying to find things that you might be interested in having.
we could find
you
a
know?
wing anywhere. We could find a wing in Goldthrone.
We could find maybe like a glass eye. Really creepy looking.
It is an old ruin, Quill. I mean, I don't know if you're much of a historian or interested in the past, but
What are you interested in, Quill?
I mean, I'd like to know more. Everybody else seems pretty easy to get a grip on. I don't really. Why are you traveling around?
Oh, well, because we crashed in a ship.
Well, yeah,
And,
but before then, I mean, I
Well,
appreciate your injury, but
You found
Lowlands
Sentry.
is a dangerous place.
You found Sentry.
I didn't mean to be in the lowlands. Will these ruins have anything to do with Hesper?
It's possible. I mean, the High Elves were, well, they're seen as favored by Hesper.
Yes.
Well,
the Sky Cities were legendarily lifted by his magic. So, if this elven ruin is about if it was a high elf place, they may have some information.
well, in that case, win.
Win-win. Win-win-win-win, Lucius. We could just leave you on your own, or you could come with us.
Elven Ruins is like going back home. Where there's ghosties, I don't want to go.
You just
Okay,
said
let's
you did
go.
want to go.
No, let's go, I'm conflicted.
I mean, you probably won't find Daddy there, but you might find Granddaddy.
How dare
Great,
you.
great, great granddaddy.
I know him and great-great-granddaddy and great-great-great-granddaddy are all buried in Gusthaven.
Oh, how?
What do you mean?
It's a sky city.
There's enough ground.
Okay, cool. Okay, good.
And obviously we have very illustrious cathedrals where, in the basement, I think that's what they call
Catacombs.
it. Catacombs, yes. We have catacombs.
You got that.
We don't need to bury them.
I wonder if Daddy Elenasto has made plans for yours. I mean, he hasn't
Plan for my
been
what?
looking for you, you know?
What?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Maybe
Is there
that's
a
what.
chance he's...
Arvel just puts his hand in his face. He's just like,
I don't want to die.
I'm not saying you will.
I'm sure
die.
Daddy hasn't thought about me dying.
No, I'm just... It's been like, what, 2-3 weeks-ish?
I'm
You
sure
guys
he's
are
lost.
being very mean.
I think it has been over 2 weeks now, yes.
You are being very
He
mean.
might just be lost on the way to find him.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Stop
I'm
it.
sure
I'm
that's
sorry.
what him. Or there's been another skyship crash because those things seem very unsafe.
He wouldn't crash. He's very, very good at piloting those, or at least giving commands to others that are very good at piloting those.
Did we have we had a really good pilot?
Yes.
Look, we can just go. I'd rather hang out with ghosties now. Oh, at least they're quiet.
All right. Well, I mean, do we want to travel on foot? The town only now has, I think, 3 horses now.
Did the other horses make it back?
Some of them did.
Oh.
It's probably best we leave anyway. If we've got Vala,
Vala kind of looks a little dark. Like, you can see her expression darken a little bit. I don't want any more people to get hurt if more of that remnant come after me, so...
well, we're here to protect you, so...
You don't have to do that, Quill. I appreciate that you helped get revenge for the others, but you don't have to look after me. It's fine. I can make my way to Gold Throne, try and find the Church of Siaska there if I have to.
Madness. We're in this together.
Sorry, I'm just looking at him as fucking Bowsette. It's so hard. It's so hard.
Oh, no!
Stop making that face. Stop pouting. I've lost count of the amount of times he's made that little roaring.
Anyway.
We should probably leave now. We've done plenty for this town. A lot, actually. And
All
we
right.
set up the charity. We got rid of Brett.
Yeah.
It's true. Well,
Horrible,
I recommend
horrible
y'all buy some supplies. We're gonna need a few days of trail food and everything else.
Let's go to that nice
I mean,
tradesman.
Ayla's good at hunting, but I don't know if she can provide for all of us. So
I want to get some potions.
Yeah, let's go to that nice tradesman. What was his name?
the Dale Guild Company, Maximilian.
Yeah, Maximilian. I like.
He's probably your best bet for things like potions.
Yes, he knows his stuff.
Okay,
All right.
let's do that then.
Okay. So to speed things up, what are you guys looking for? Rations and potions?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Dale Guild Company is a small, very...
You're right there.
Mike just pinged off.
Oh,
I was removing or putting on my.
nice. The Dale Guild Company is a small, thatched kind of cottage with a stone foundation. It has a little sign outside naming the company. And you can see as you enter, you kind of overhear a conversation of Maximilian talking to just another one of the farmers, just trading some farming equipment and things like that. But as you come in, he's just like, excellent. Well, I suppose some would call you troublemakers in town, but you're certainly driving some business. How can I help?
Troublemakers?
You did kind of get a pretty prominent figure arrested, and several of the miners have now fled the town.
I mean, he did do a murder.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that he didn't have it coming.
I think if anything, he was a troublemaker. We were the trouble removers.
Some could say that.
Trouble enlighteners.
Trouble
surfacers.
Trouble getting rid of brewers.
We're not
Are
good with
you
names.
You're
trouble
welcome.
spending moneyers?
Maybe.
Sorry?
Are you trouble spending moneyers?
Yes. Yeah, I believe
Then
so.
you are more than welcome in the Dale Guild Company.
Do we get a discount
No.
now that prices aren't being driven up by?
My business was never being driven up by Brookstone.
Damn it.
But I will do you fair prices. I won't. The Dale Guild Company is an establishment all across Aerois. I'm not going to overcharge you if that's what you're worried about.
Well, what about we cleared the roads from here to Gold Throne?
And
There's
I'm
no more
sure
bandit
that the
attacks.
field warden has paid you well.
Damn it. He did.
Could we get rations for how long?
Well, we're heading towards... Have you heard of the elven ruins? Well, the Rose Hall, actually.
Rose Hall, of course. Everyone in the village knows about it. It's obviously a huge part of our history here.
Stopping off there and then going to Gold Throne, so...
First Dwalenden, and now you're heading off to Rose Hall. Quite the adventure.
Quite the adventurous, I know, yes.
Yes. I mean, well, if you're heading up to Gold Throne, that's about a week travel.
A week's rations then, I guess.
Or maybe 10 days. We don't know how long we're going to be in.
10 days ration.
10 days for all of you?
Each of us, yes.
Yeah.
Very well.
Plus Valor and Arvel.
Arvel's like, I'll take care of me and Vala, don't you worry.
I guess that's we know for sure that we can eat at least. If we stumble into any problems, we don't have to hunt.
Well, exactly.
We've got a meal every night. I think that's important we spend money on that.
50 days of rations for all of us. We are a big party.
Well,
Yes.
I can hunt.
Sentry doesn't need to eat.
That's
I think
40
hunting
days of
should be a
rations.
bonus.
Yeah, Sentry doesn't need to eat, so you don't need to worry about it.
Oh, you can forage, right? Without any
Rations.
negative issues. So maybe you don't need rations at all. Unless you're stuck somewhere where you can't hunt.
10 rations would be 50 silver pieces, which is 5 gold. So that's each.
Group fund.
Oh yeah, we have plenty. We have 300
Did you
gold.
hear that?
All right, so if that's
done.
for
Thank you.
that's for all of you, that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30. Arvel hands over 10 gold.
30 gold.
Yep. Arvel pays 10, so 20 for you guys. Because
20
Sentry's
gold.
like, I do not need to eat. It's fine.
Did anyone else notice that, by the way?
What's that?
Lucius. Did you see what he did? Anyone?
He didn't pay for it all.
Group fund.
I'm so proud of you, Lucius.
Thank you. I was really going to, and I had the money in my head. Look.
Put that away.
Thank you. I'm
I
learning.
can keep it for you.
No,
Okay.
no.
He's just so easy to
I
do.
know, but we need to try and
Right here.
encourage him to be a better person.
If you're done buying things and are moving on to exploiting your friend, yes?
Potions, healing, please. Thank you.
Yes, I have a few healing potions available to me. Only the basic, the most common type, I'm afraid.
How much?
I have 3 of them, and they are 50 gold each.
What flavor are they?
They are potion flavor.
Do you not flavor them? Like peach?
I don't make these ones. These came in as part of my stock.
Are they fresh stock or
I mean, no, but they still function.
are they mass manufactured?
And these ones will be, yes.
Team,
Elderflower cordial would be nice with it. Sorry.
he has 3 potions. That's 150 gold. We have 308 gold. Do we want to spend 150 gold and essentially half our group fund? I kind of feel like we need them because
I vote yes.
I have no potion.
she points at Quill and Lucius like,
They die all the time.
they die a lot.
They fall down. You fall down a lot. I mean, it's more like if something hits you again, you've lost an eye now. I'm just concerned, and I think that this would be really helpful.
I will do whatever it takes to not lose another piece of me, yeah.
So yes.
Okay, 3 potions, please.
Very well. He brings out a little small wooden box, and inside they're kind of like test tubes, but they have like gold filigree around the outside. You may keep the box if you wish. It's a
Oh,
simple
thank
affair.
you.
3 healing
Sweet,
potions.
3 bucks.
Vala actually kind of steps forward, and you can see she kind of pulls out a little sack, which has got a number of like what look to be like very crudely made jewelry pieces. You kind of recognize them as being wild elf made, probably from the Bitterwood. And she just goes, "Excuse me, how much could I get for all of these?" And he kind of looks them over. He's like, "Well, these are simple trade affairs. I could probably sell these for 10 to 15 gold for you, young lady, if you wish." She kind of like nods and says, "Yeah, that'd be great. Do you have anything like leather armor or anything?"
Wasn't there some leathers that we were getting?
She's sending them to Gold Throne. The wyvern leather.
Yes.
That's it.
He looks, he says, like, "Of course, I'll need to find something in your size. You may want to take it to the goodsmith. She'll be able to adjust this for you, young lady." And he goes out back and he brings out like a suit of just normal leather, not studded leather. Gives it to Vala, and she kind of nods, gets her 5 gold change. You can see she's like holding on to it. I thought this might be a good idea.
It's a good idea,
Just
yes,
learning.
but don't use
I'm
it
proud.
just because you have it.
Don't wear armor because...
No, I mean, if we are in a situation where we are under attack, just because you're wearing it doesn't mean you should jump into the fray.
No, Quill. I figured it'd be better for me to have it than not have it.
True, definitely.
And I didn't want you guys to pay for it. You've already done too much, so...
In any case, your spells are ranged.
Yeah, but it'll be useful for me to kind of just keep them on me, I think. Okay.
Just learning. This is survival here, and I approve. Well done, Vala.
Thanks, Ayla.
Yes.
She kind of like nods, and it seems to be that praise actually does, like, she kind of like really sort of like smiles and beams.
How are those daggers? Are they sharp?
Yeah, I've been keeping them sharp, yeah.
Excellent.
Arvel lent me his whetstone, so
Wonderful.
she kind of like nods.
She's growing up.
Good work, Vala.
Thanks, everybody. It's okay, you don't need to say any more, it's fine. She just kind of gets shy and steps back.
Okay, I'm assuming she doesn't need a potion because she's badass.
Pretty
Right.
much. It's just you and Quill who fall over all the time.
Just you and me, buddy.
Yeah, that's me.
Do you have any elderflower cordial?
I do not, I'm afraid to say. I do have some wine, a good
About
vintage.
rhubarb and red grape.
No,
It's a great combination. You should try it.
I'm sure it does. You will have to learn, sir, that many of the luxuries from the Sky Cities don't make their way to places like Rose Hall very often. I'm sure in Gold Throne you'll be able to get them.
Okay, thank you.
But out here in the sticks, I'm afraid we've had to make do without these luxuries.
Who wants to take the potions?
I think I should give one to each and then keep one.
Okay,
So we can slam dunk them.
nice.
Do you want one?
As long as you can keep me up, then
You don't need it.
In all fairness, out of everybody, you and Sentry are the ones who need it the least.
yeah.
So you get one potion and you get one potion of healing.
Bam, done.
Thank you.
Amazing.
The Dale Guild Company, is there one in Gold Throne?
Oh yes, one of our flagship stores, a huge store up in Gold Throne.
Oh, what sort of... Is it just this, but bigger?
Oh
or-
no, the Dale Guild Company in Gold Throne, they'll deal in magical relics, Aetherium items.
Oh.
They'll deal in larger trade goods. You'll be able to buy all sorts of things from there.
Amazing. So anything we might recover from Rose Hall?
Absolutely.
Take that.
I'm sure that no matter what you find in your little treasure expedition, I'm sure you'll be able to find a buyer for that up in Gold Throne. Gold Throne is something of a mecca for merchants and traders. Almost, they have a road called the Golden Valley, which is full of traders and merchants there.
Oh, wow.
There's many splendid sights. I try to visit every few months or so. It's always nice to see one of the spell battles as well.
Oh, yes.
Stopping by to see those.
I've just heard about these.
Very exciting things.
Yes. Do you like spells?
Yes.
Me too.
This is a brilliant
So
conversation.
is your business concluded?
Yes.
I think so. Thanks, Mr. Maximilian.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a
everybody.
million.
Bye.
He just looks dejectedly at his
Like
stockbook.
everyone looks when we leave.
Not everybody. Just a lot of people.
Yeah, just most.
Yeah. So you finished buying stuff. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
The blacksmiths, does anyone need their tools tuned up?
Vala's
I
like.
need to go
"I
for
there,
the
yeah."
armor.
Let's go there now then, Vala. Lead the way.
Does anybody else need anything? I can just meet you back at the inn.
I might get my boots polished.
Horses? We might need horses.
Because I'm sure the ghost is going to look at your shoes.
You never know.
They might really judge you harshly if you don't polish
Exactly,
your
if
shoes.
I'm not
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
prim
please,
profit.
yeah, please spend money on shining
I'll
your
see if
shoes.
the blacksmith has any. She works with leather.
See if she has what?
Boot polish. Or polish of any kind.
Lip gloss is weird.
Welcome to our world.
Yep. Yeah, you can go to the blacksmith. Yeah, you go find Daisy Goodsmith. She's there. You can see her. She's actually working in the back, and her teenage son is manning the front. He kind of like sees you coming and then nudges his mum. She turns around, wipes like a big kind of soot grease stain off of her face with her forearm, and you can see her muscles are taut. Sweat pooling down them. It looks like she's been making things like studs, and you can see to the side the wyvern leather, the wyvern hide that you gave her to turn into armor. She's been slowly working on it, and now she looks like she's making various components to go into the armor itself.
Nice.
And she kind of like hoists the hammer onto her shoulder. Well, look who it is! Good to see y'all!
Hello.
What's up?
How can I help you today?
Vala would like some business.
Certainly, young lady. How can I help? And she kind of like hops up the arm and is like, could you get this resized for me if possible? And she's like, well, look at you. Of course I can. You step around here, I get you all measured up, no problem. Anything else for anybody?
Boot polish?
I have leather polish. You can help yourself to.
Thank you. Whereabouts?
She's just like, Eamon, give the man the leather polish. It's like, yes, Ma. And he goes and finds like a little kind of ceramic pot, sniffs a few of them. Oh, here it is. And he just puts it down in front of you.
You don't know what to do you?
Yeah. Usually it's done. And they're polished in the morning, ready to go, you know. So
I'll polish your boots for a silver coin, sir.
Yep, thank you.
Sure thing.
Thank you very much. It's very,
Holds his hand out.
very cheap of you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll pay that.
Takes the silver coin.
Is that very
His
cheap
mum
of
looks
him?
at him and just kind of winks. And then he like gets a rag out and he's just like, you take a seat here, sir. I'll
Just a silver? One boot each, or?
Yes, one boot each, sir. That'll be another one to the right-hand side.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, sir, it does.
Can't split
Winks
silver,
back at his
please.
mum.
There's no lower denomination than silver, is there?
No,
So,
Sure isn't.
I'll split that in two.
Nope.
Never,
Anyway, you sit down and I'll give them a good polish.
never
you very
give him
much.
any of the group fund.
Oh no. And no offense, but I'm never going to give you any of it either.
Can I have some?
She's learning. I'm so proud of you guys.
It's fun. Poof.
Everyone's happy today.
I
It's
was
lovely.
like, my God, by the gods. I'm glad somebody's got a head on their shoulders, Nova. Anyway, so Daisy takes a while. She just takes some measurements from Valor, and then she very quickly just like, makes a few cuts on the leather, makes some new holes, adds some buckles, that sort of thing, and shows her how to put it on as well. She actually shows her like, you put this bit on first, and then you buckle this side, and do these greaves, and
Do-si-do?
Yep, literally that kind of style. It doesn't take long for her son to finish polishing your boots. Lovely and shiny and new and clean.
Beautiful work, sir. Thank you kindly.
Thank you, kindly, sir. And he like gives a little tip and
This-
holds his hand out.
Elvish, what's that? Oh, you want a tip? Yes. Of course.
He just nods.
Give him another
That's
silver.
what they call them. Tips.
Did you do a good job, you little scamp?
Haha. How much?
Easing out an extra silver
How much
for
you
me.
get? An extra silver. He's like, yeah, boy. He just puts that in his little pocket.
That's a
Thank-
lot of money, isn't it?
So, I mean, it's a lot of money to these people. Like, these are villagers out in the middle of nowhere. This is a teenage boy who probably makes a couple of coppers doing odd jobs around the town.
But
and
for
helping
the slightly more world weary, if someone was charging to shine your shoes,
like a copper.
okay, cool.
Like, maybe like a copper for both boots.
So this guy just looked at Lucius and went, yeah.
Sucker.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sucker.
Well, it's also, his mum did tell him about you guys before, so.
Yep.
Yeah, you get your boots polished, Vala gets her armor, gets strapped in, and then, do you guys want to hit the road?
Oh, Dasa, have you had any trouble from anyone recently? I know it was just
Funnily enough,
yesterday.
you should ask, Mr. Birdman. I have not.
Okay, and you
Much
haven't...
obliged you dealing with that old bastard Brett Brookstone.
It was really fun, actually.
I bet it was, putting him in his place. I can't believe he was involved with the... And he kind of looks at Valor. She looks at Valor and then kind of goes quiet like, well, his business in town sure was a lot more nefarious than any of us real thought. So I'm glad y'all put a stop to that. I can't offer you much, but if you're ever back in Rose Hall, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. So
It's been a pleasure.
I'll make sure this wyvern leather gets shipped up to you in Gold Throne, no problem. I'll come deliver it myself if I have to.
Thank you very much. You've been very hospitable
Oh, it's our pleasure.
and
Thank you.
accommodating.
Thank you very much, sir, and well, good luck with your travels, friends.
Thank you. We're going to go see a ghostie now.
Okay. Better you than me.
Hey, no.
Yep.
I'm terrified. Let's
She
go.
just kind of gives you a nod and then goes back to her business.
Okay, so that's everything?
Yep. Anything else?
Just quickly, how many rations did we get each?
10.
10 each. Okay, cool.
I had one left over. Does that count? Or has it gone off?
It would have gone off, yeah.
It's jerky though. Jerky never goes off.
Depends on the type of ration.
You could
What
drop
about
a
my 11
omelet.
good berries?
I believe that those ones weren't trail rations.
think
What
they
you
are.
have just bought is trail rations.
I had like camp rations that I stole.
Yes,
From,
these
Wild
trail rations will last you, I would say, easily like a month.
Oh,
So
okay.
these
Jerky.
won't go off in a month. It's things like jerky, nuts.
Dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts.
Yes.
So if we haven't eaten all of these, then we are dead. Cool.
and also
Good
you can be
rations.
supplemented because Ayla can go out and hunt game to give you a more nourishing meal as well.
Nice.
So, easily done. So you guys set off.
She'll think about it.
Anything else you want to do in town? Just checking. I don't want you to be like,
Nope.
oh, we wanted to do this.
Let's go see. Oh, we saw the Brazen Heart already.
You were there already.
Yeah,
Unless you
no,
want to go
I
and say
think we
goodbye to
said we-
Rosalina and stuff, but we can say that you did that already.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
not really.
we can say that
Say
we
goodbye and
did
good luck with the charity and all
that.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
She'll keep in contact with you. She'll if you're heading to Goldthrone, she'll
Okay.
send letters.
Ooh, pen pals.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, okay. So you make your way out of the town and you travel for about a day before you reach Rose Hall Ruins. So I would like to know, as you are traveling, who's keeping a lookout, and how are you traveling? Are you traveling on foot?
Oh,
Assuming you are.
good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If there's only 3 horses, we can't do that with like
Yeah.
7.
You can
people?
still reach Rose Hall on foot, so in a day.
How
So
far out are we?
You're about a day from the palace.
Walking.
ruins. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all right.
I can keep an eye out.
Okay, so you're going to take lookout roll. Okay. So the rest of you traveling, Ayla, could you make a perception check for me?
18.
18. Good stuff. Okay. So traveling along the road, it isn't long, about halfway through, when you begin to hear the kind of flapping of wings on the distance. And you just kind of hear it very faintly. And it takes you a little bit of time to orientate yourself and find out where the sound is coming from. And it's when you look up, you see flying across the sky in a deep royal blue kind of robe, which is flapping around them, is an Aarakocra. And they're flying, and you can see heavy leather bags kind of hanging by their side as they begin flying towards along the northern road, the same as you. And you see them flying up in the air. He kind of looks down,
Look
does
at
like
that.
a little spin and a trick, and then gives you like a little salute with one wing.
Birdie, look!
And then kind of picks up the flight and carries on.
It's a birdie that's flying. Mm-hmm. That was magical, wasn't it? No?
Lucius.
Don't you just wish?
Lucius!
You okay? Cool.
Oh, sorry, birdie.
One day when you're ready to fly,
He was very experienced. He did a very good trick. I mean, I could have done better. Would have done better.
Yes,
Well-
you would have.
We'll figure things out, Quill. Don't worry. Whether you want a wing again or whether Hesper had something higher in mind for you, we'll figure it out.
Say higher. Sorry.
I mean, it used to be just the wing, and now it's the eye. Even if I get a wing, I can't fly with just one eye.
yes, you can.
I can't even see depth anymore.
You can learn.
Anything is
though.
possible
You
in
can
this
learn.
world, Quill. Anything.
Plus, that makes you look way more badass on the road, so you're not going to get in trouble as much.
It's true. I probably look very, very cool.
You do.
Vala, like, kind of, it's like, you do, you look really cool,
Like
Quill.
adjusting it again, and now I've put it in a position where it's like ruffled up some feathers. And now it looks super dumb.
Vala will kind of like reach up and like put the feathers back in place and like pats them
I
down.
don't think I'm ever going to get used to it, you know.
Vala kind of looks at you and is like, I'm sorry, Quill, it's my fault.
It's not your fault at all.
It is. You wouldn't have got that injury if that man hadn't kidnapped me.
I wouldn't have got this injury if Brett Brookstone didn't send him after you.
I still feel it's like, at least I'm responsible somehow.
Not at all. If anything, I was stupid enough to follow him. We were stupid enough to attack him.
You weren't stupid. That was very brave. You came after me.
It's either his eye or you, and we know which one we'd all pick. That's you, by the way.
She kind of does laugh, like a little bit, like, Lucius, you really should. The kind of thing. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Which one are we meant to be sympathizing with at the moment?
I mean,
Who
I'd
feels
think about
bad?
it for a second, but I would think I would pick Vala, sure.
I was like, yeah, well, we did what we can. And honestly, Quill, there are, in places like Goldthrone or the Sky Cities, there are people there that can work magic like none of us have ever seen. I'm sure that they can find a way to fix your eye or fix your wing or something like that. All it's going to take is money.
Didn't I get the eye removed?
Yes.
So that
a
means
socket.
that healing it wouldn't work anymore.
Regenerating it would.
Oh, okay.
A
Cool.
regenerate spell would still work.
I thought that would remove the ability to.
No, regenerate would still work, 'cause it would regrow a lost body part, so
Oh,
it
okay.
would count.
We're in a world where anything is possible, Quill.
With a
I've
nice
seen,
spell.
I've seen people make magical people. I mean, look at Sentry. The arts that made something like that, they can make you a magic eye or something, I'm sure.
Magic eye.
They healed Lucius's leg and Arvel's leg really easy. I bet they could do the same with an eye. It'll be really gross, but they'll do it.
Although you did just say magic eye.
But we
Does that
can get
mean-
you a magic eye. I'm sure we can get. Can we get a magic eye?
I'm confident.
Is that possible?
Mm-hmm. Anything's
And
possible.
a magic wing.
If Gold
You'd be
Throne,
even better than before. You'd be like a half robot man.
if Gold Throne don't have
Rebuild
it,
me.
Yeah.
Sky City's will.
Gusthaven will. Daddy will pay for it.
And that's where we're all
Yes.
headed, right?
Eventually, yes.
Good. Well, in that case,
Especially the part about his dad paying for it.
Also, if it doesn't work out, my daddy always used to say, you adapt and you learn to your surroundings. So I was taught that bats don't have eyes and they scream at walls.
And that's how they see.
I mean,
So you just have to run around screaming and then you'll know when a wall is coming.
if I lose another eye, then I'll start screaming at walls. Until then, I'll just carry on as I was, just without depth perception.
Yes.
You'll learn. It's fine. I've seen someone lose an eye and then they were just fine.
I mean, we're about to go
Just fine.
see a keep filled with ghosts, so, I mean, there must be a way to repair it. That's the world we live in.
The only limit is your imagination and money.
And money.
Definitely money.
Maybe with time, Nova
Money's a
could
thing.
do such wonders.
I'd definitely try.
Could she?
She's an engineer.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant the healing.
I'd do my best.
It might be something that I might be able to eventually. I've got some rudimentary healing now.
If my ancestors could create Sentry, we just need to get that knowledge back.
True.
Technically, it was the dwarves that built me, not high elves.
High elves just kind of oversaw the whole ordeal. I
They like to
imagine.
take credit for stuff.
They
yeah.
actually didn't, but yes.
Did they not?
The high elves have great magic, Mr. Elenasto, but the dwarves were the ones who built the Guardians.
And we're going to find out more about where Sentry's from, so maybe there's some like specific eye building
Let us hope.
technology.
Let us hope so.
Hopefully the prime
You could
is...
get the cool eyes like Sentry has, like with the...
In theory,
Wow.
the way that Echo works, there may be some technology there. I mean, Echo can be used for me to see through his crystal. Perhaps there is a way that could work for you in some way.
So I could have my own echo? But
Or perhaps a crystal that you could see through, yes.
Using the same abilities.
Anyway, we should perhaps keep moving.
speaking of Sentry Echo, how are we going to get your echo back?
I can rebuild him, but I just need some time.
Okay,
Let's get moving.
we've got a ghost-filled castle to see.
So on that, you make your way, and it's late evening when you arrive outside the ruins of this place.
Perfect spook time.
You see the Rosewater Lake, which is this ever so slightly pink-coloured watered lake, stretches out. It's a huge lake. It stretches out for miles. And on its shore, just off the North Road, which leads to Gold Throne, you see this palace. It kind of has a similar look to an old English manor, but the unusual thing about this building is, in amongst its kind of walled gardens, it's two houses connected by a kind of archway bridge with a corridor. You can see like windows set into this kind of, what do they call them? Bridge of Whispers, I think is the architectural
in
name.
Venice.
Yes, they have a Bridge of Whispers connecting these two Renaissance-style houses together.
Yeah.
This kind of English country manor. You can see that there are pristine-looking gardens with all sorts of different flowers and roses and bushes and trees. And then there is a faint wall. It's about 13, 14 feet high, made from stone. But a few places it's kind of crumbling down a little bit. Doesn't seem as well in repair. And most of the curtains in the windows of the manor have been drawn, but some of them are left open. And those of you who watch very, very carefully, very occasionally just glance a glimpse of a white figure moving about the palace.
I was going to say, could I use my telescope to... I guess I would have to awkwardly right arm, left eye, but look through and basically just get a look at the...
Have a telescope?
Yeah.
It's in
Your
his art.
artwork has a telescope.
Yes.
But they're quite expensive.
Oh, really? Would that not come under cartographer's tools?
That's normally things like a sextant
right,
and things
yeah.
like that. I'll say that you have a short spyglass. You don't have one which is very long range.
Okay.
But yeah, you can kind of hold it up and you can look. And yeah, you kind of, it's a little bit cracked maybe, or like it's like kind of a bit dark and blurry. But without much light, you can just see an elven woman dressed in white, very, very pale skin, white hair almost, just glances past a window. And you think for a moment she looks directly at you. And then she passes and vanishes.
Well,
Did you see that?
I did see that. Very, very pale woman, white hair.
Yes.
So unless she is just extremely pale and floaty and
Very glowy at night.
yeah, yeah, that's ghosts up there.
See?
Shall I go knock on the door?
Probably.
Why not?
I mean, it's going not really the best. I mean, I'm a brave dwarf after all, but I mean, y'all don't need me to go up there.
We could just sleep.
I could just stay here with Vala.
Yes,
and
I'll
Sentry.
stay.
Lucius, you saw her during the day, didn't you?
No, I saw her at night. I was taking watch and I saw her.
So we at very least know they're active during the night, but we again don't know anything about them.
They may not be in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm gonna wait here.
Yes,
Y'all can go and explore that manor.
just in case.
Maybe Vala should stay with me.
Arvel, are you scared?
Nope. But I am very good at risk assessment, and that is a risk I don't need to take.
That sounds like another way of saying you're scared.
Well, it's not. I'm not scared. I'm just thinking there's no reason for Vala and me to go in there.
But
Y'all and Sentry should go.
risk assessment wise, if you were to come in with us, then we would have higher chances of surviving because there's more of us to fight and survive and more pairs of eyes to keep a lookout.
But we can wait till morning, right? We don't have to go in all dark.
Well, whatever you want to do.
I mean, I
There's
don't
probably
know.
just as much
If they're
crap
only
on that
active,
road.
if they're only active during the night, that's kind of where Ayla wants to get the information, where you want to get your information over. Maybe in talking to them and actually seeing them, that's the only way we'll get the information everyone is looking
I've got a real
for.
headache from this week. I don't know about you, but like my head is
getting there.
killing me.
Mine's a short wig.
Oh,
I'm great.
Yeah.
carry on.
I just have like
change the
big
brakes.
shields again. Like I have to try and see. Anyway,
We don't know anything about them. I don't think anyone here knows anything about ghosts or
nope.
or the undead. Would they?
I want to know about ghosts.
I mean, they might be.
I'd like to interview her.
Let's have an interview with a ghost.
What if she's like a evil ghost?
Then I'll leave.
What if she doesn't let you leave?
I gotta say, I don't know much about the history of this place. It's always just been kind of a mystery to most folks. It just has always been here. Most folks can't get close to it. Anybody who does come generally runs away or, you know, doesn't come back.
Okay, let's wait till morning.
I don't want to wait, and if they're gonna go away, and then we have to wait a whole day to get our answers. Plus, the road's dangerous anyway. It's probably bandits. They're gonna kill us either way. So,
Oh no, we cleared the bandits.
well, there might be more. There's always people.
No,
Look,
the world is infinitely 100% more safe now that we're here. 100%.
there are wild elves in the general vicinity. The chances
That
of
is
being
true.
attacked are very high.
You
We're
dealt with-
bad people.
We dealt with Brett Brookstone. That doesn't mean that there aren't monsters, bandits, remnant wandering around these places.
If only.
How about I go knock on the door and we see what happens?
Everyone
I'll come
anticipates
with
Sure.
an attack.
Okay.
All right.
What direction?
So Nova and Ayla are going to
door.
go up, knock
on the
on the door.
I'm gonna hide in a bush nearby.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So you guys going to go knock? Okay, well, your first encounter is actually because you reach the gate. There is a wall, a stone wall about 13 feet high that goes around the entire complex except the river. It kind of stops where the river passes under the bridge of signs.
Everyone roll initiative.
And there is a metal gate between the wall, and it is locked.
Maybe they opened it in the daytime.
Did you see it
Gate looks
open in the
pretty
daytime?
rusted.
And it's like tall.
Yeah, it's yeah. The gate isn't as high as the wall. I'd say the gate is maybe like 8-9 feet. It's pretty tall, but it's not as tall as the wall.
Is there like a, I don't know, a bell pull or anything like that, or like any way to get attention?
No, not the gate.
Okay.
We have climber's tools, do we not?
Oh, you could just like try and open it. Oh, it's locked, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it appears to be locked.
I mean,
it's rusted though. It's like full of like covered in a thick rust.
This place is very old. There must be some part of the wall that's fallen down.
Can
and
I
collapsed
roll an
somewhere.
Arcana check to see if there's any magic on the gate?
Sure, it'd be more of an investigation check.
Investigation.
Can I have a look and see, like, if there are any
10.
places in the
Perception.
wall?
You check the gate. You don't think that there's like, you don't see any like sigils or traps or anything like that.
Only 11.
11. The wall actually seems to be in pretty good repair. There is a couple bits where it's not as tall. It's maybe like, 10, 11 feet tall, and the very top has crumbled away. But generally the wall actually, looking at it, you think that it's been recently kept repaired. You can see where parts of it have gone to crumble, but the mortar looks more fresh. The only place where the wall isn't is where the river goes towards the lake and the bridge and the two buildings is formed over the river. The bank is quite steep, but there's no wall there. And if you kind of went down the river a bit, the only thing which kind of cuts it off from the bank of the river are these big, thick rose bushes that kind of run all the way along the bank.
So, climb the wall, somehow break the lock, skirt round and go through the rose bushes.
I can try and pick the lock.
Yeah, the lock is, we're standing looking at the lock, right?
I went and
We
I
did-
think
okay.
me and Dayla went off to look
Okay.
around the wall.
The thing is, the gate is all rusted anyway, and even if we broke the lock, it could all be fused together. And plus, I don't want to destroy old architecture.
Vala, you said you could pick the lock?
I can try. I have not really done it before. I used to do it to sneak out of the temple, but
Sounds like you got it.
I mean, I'll give it a try.
Have a go.
Natural 20. So she's like, she takes out, she's like, and she like gets like a couple of hair clips and things like that. And you can see her kind of like working with it. She's like, oh, it's actually pretty basic. This, they're like the locks on the old temple. Oh, and she just kind of like, I think I got it.
Yay!
You can see the lock has come free, but she's like pulling on the gate. She's like, it's like rusted shut. I can't open it.
Forward, Ayla.
Can I try and open it?
Yeah, strength check, please.
Ooh. Terrible rolls, but good strength. Ah, no.
That's a good roll.
20.
20, yeah, easily enough. You just kind of, you flex for a moment and just, you pull it free. Rust like dust sprays everywhere. It's kind of very heavy irony scent. But yeah, the gates swing open and lead out into the gardens just before the main building itself. Yeah. And I'm assuming you are going on your side of the river. You haven't crossed the river to the other side. I would have assumed you've gone in
Yeah.
at this point, yeah.
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 Because it looks like there's another gate on the other side of the river.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, so you just make your way
Carry
through.
on
Can
through,
I
yeah.
look around and see if anything's been attracted by the sound of us opening the gate?
No. I mean, yeah, make a perception check.
Yeah, because the garden is very well kept, isn't it?
11.
Could I also be keeping an eye on like the windows as well? Just
Yeah, yeah, you can keep an eye on the windows, yeah, absolutely. So you make your way through, and you begin heading over through these kind of very well-tended gardens. Quill, you're keeping an eye on the windows, and you don't really see any movement there.
Okay.
You might maybe hear a faint kind of like bells, like tinkling of bells. What did you were looking around just for, you made a,
See if anyone.
and what was
in
your
the-
result?
11.
11. You don't see anything like any creatures, but as you're making your way through, in the bushes, in the rose bushes and the plants of the gardens, you notice what at first you think is like a glint of metal, and you think like maybe it's like some coins or something like that. But on a second look, you realize that actually it's a number of skeletons in remnants of armor have been sort of half buried in the gardens. and they look old. The armor is mostly torn away. It's only like little brace, like a couple of braces. You see what looks like half of a helm. But yeah, these bodies look like they were buried in the gardens long ago.
There's skeletons in armor. How curious.
Curious.
Are they moving?
Not at the moment.
Skeletons.
What does the armor look like?
Old.
Just okay. Is there any sigils or anything like that?
Not that I could see. It's quite dark.
Oh, true.
I don't like it. It's too spooky.
Well, you guys keep an eye on the skeletons.
Too spook.
See if they move. I'm gonna go knock on the door.
I'm gonna go with her.
Can anyone hear any like wind chimes or anything? By the way.
What?
Can we listen and see if we do
Could be
hear?
my
Yeah,
gems.
you can make perception checks.
Nope. I hear nothing.
I can hear bells. I think.
13.
13.
No.
No. What'd you get, Quill?
I can already hear them from my.
Oh yeah,
check.
sorry.
I don't
That's
think Nova's listening.
Nova is just making notes in her book.
About
I'm already
skeletons.
just walking forward to the door.
You're walking forward to the door. So yeah, you can kind of hear like a faint like jingling, maybe also like a very faint giggle.
Yes, I do hear something. Not good. Well, Nova's at the front.
Nova, can you make an intelligence saving throw for me, please?
Sweet. Knew this would happen. Intelligence saving.
Yeah.
21.
21. So, you see a horrific visage of a woman with a skeletal face in ragged dress and clothing, kind of pulling itself from the door towards you. And it's reaching for you and can feel this cold temperature coming from its hands, just like, leave. But you realize that this is an illusion. Like, looking at it, you're like, oh, this is
Weird.
illusionary magic.
Does anyone else see?
Do we all see it?
Only Nova does.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh, something has created an illusion.
I just go, oh, weird. And then lift up my notebook and
You know, it kind of touches you, and you kind of get the sense that if you didn't know this was an illusion, it would actually hurt. Like you're like, oh, I probably would have. This would feel cold. Like I'd actually be in pain right now.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, it's not real though, so
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
I'm just going to write about this in my notebook and sketch her a little
It
bit.
starts like clawing through you, and
Just
then
sketching her.
it just vanishes.
What are you sketching, Nova? What are you doing?
There's like an illusion of a. Oh no, it's stuck in my hair. Oh no, my quill's stuck in my hair.
Oh, she's got the quill stuck in
Yeah.
her hair again.
There's an illusion of a scary ghost lady that's trying to hurt me, but
What?
it's an illusion, so it's fine. Oh, it might hurt you though, guys. Like I can feel some kind of like cold magic. She's trying to do something. It's fine though. I just sketched her. This is what she looks like, and I just turn around and you can see.
Oh,
Like,
that's horrifying.
Wait,
It's
but
pretty grim.
illusory magic.
yeah.
If
Can I look around and see if there's any other movement in the garden right now?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Right. So it's all of you are stood round by the door, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Nova, I
Catch
think,
up
has approached it.
eventually.
I think we. have
You've
now
gone
gone
up to
forward,
Nova, yeah. So the three of you have gone up to Nova. Sentry, Arvel, and Vala are probably standing a little bit back.
I've warned you all.
Out of all of you guys, except, in fact, actually only Quill, because you two are elves. What's your total hit points, Quill?
What?
What's your maximum hit points?
22.
22. You feel so sleepy. Oh, you just need to... And you hit the ground, passed out.
Buddy? Wake up!
That's strange.
Can I, like, slap in the face?
Start slapping him in the face. Yeah, you'll wake him up in a few moments.
Ow, 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 ow.
You just hear this like noise, like this grunt of annoyance come from somewhere nearby.
Someone is
Who's
coming.
there? Show yourself.
Hello.
What happened? Did I what? What's going on?
Someone cast a sleep spell on you.
Come on, someone put the bird to
Spells?
sleep. We know you're here.
Why is there someone casting spells?
There's no one here.
That's so
But you're here.
convincing.
Can I, with at least my auditory perception, gather where that came
Yes,
from?
you can with your passive auditory. You can tell there is a creature, very small, very diminutive, just kind of nestled in the garden, like in the rose bushes nearby. You can hear that's where this voice is coming from.
Is that where?
But it's you look there, and it's definitely nothing there. Like whatever it is, it's either extremely well hidden or it's
Invisible.
invisible.
Invisible. Can I deal with that?
Nova, was that the thing that might have done the illusion?
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
Do you think?
Yes.
It sounds very small.
And annoying.
it was, by the way.
Look, if you won't leave, I'm gonna have to take stronger measures. Can everybody make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh no.
Is it for fear?
No, it is not for fear.
Natural 20!
8.
8,
Ooh, 19.
19,
9.
9.
Natural 20, so 23.
Okay, so just for the purposes of saying, can you all roll initiative for me for a second?
Initiative.
And just to determine one quick thing.
7.
That was a good roll.
7. Can you, if you just remember
21.
vaguely. 21.
14.
14.
5.
Okay, 21. Ayla, can you roll a d10 for me, please?
6.
Okay, so you, Ayla, you hear this voice like, I'm gonna have to take stronger measures. And then your mind just starts reeling, the world starts spinning. You begin seeing images, hallucinations, or you're not sure if they're real or not. You begin seeing members of your old clan. You begin seeing a storm just raging all around you. And it's just so much for your senses. Like, you just can't understand where you are. You're spinning. It's like you're caught in a storm itself, and you're seeing these flashes of images come flying towards you. You literally do nothing. Like, for a few seconds, you're just completely stunned. Who got next on the initiative, just so I remember?
I was 7.
I got 14.
So Quill. So you see Ayla beginning to sort of like lose her mind, and Lucius's eyes are beginning to glaze over as well.
Well, I guess I'm going to turn to the direction I heard the thing. So, like, we're not here to hurt you at all. You don't need to take stronger measures.
That's not the point. You have to go.
Why?
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Yep.
It sounds really frustrated.
And, I mean, I could ready an action if I don't know. I'm not really sure. Is there anything I could do to shake Ayla out of it? Or?
You can try.
I will.
You go up and like start shaking her, and
Yeah, just I'll just return the favor and start slapping her.
okay, yeah. She just doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's almost feeling like you feel like you're being buffeted by wind, as like your face is being like blown from side to side. Nova, what would you like to do?
Can I tell which direction the voice is coming from?
You can make a perception check for me.
I guess you would have seen where I was talking.
Talking to, but you still need to, if you want to pinpoint exactly where it is.
Yeah.
12.
12. No, you're like, you know that it's vaguely in that area, but you're not sure exactly where.
We'd just like to speak to the ghost.
No!
Well, can I speak to you?
That's not a good idea!
Why not?
6 seconds.
every 6 seconds is going to end with, yeah, but why?
I just want to be your friend.
Okay, is that it?
I just want to be your friend.
Lucius, can you roll a d10 for me, please?
10.
10. So you're feeling completely disorientated by, you see these images, like you think you see Daddy, but then you vanish, and you realize that no, something's playing tricks on your mind. You can act completely normally.
So I'm fine.
You're fine for now, but you can still tell that something's going on. Like something's playing with your mind. It's playing tricks.
Stop tricking my mind, whoever that is. Stop it. Very rude.
Well, you have to leave then. If you leave, I'll make it stop.
Why?
6 seconds.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. So at the end of, so after you will go, you guys are still feeling the effects of this kind of confusion that's going on. And Quill, where you've been looking, this creature kind of pops into existence, and you can see it kind of focusing and concentrating. And it appears to be, it looks no taller than perhaps a small doll, but it's a slender female figure with green skin, bright yellow hair, with little flowers and petals and little kind of like jewelry in its hair, wearing almost nothing. It's kind of just got like a couple of leaves kind of covering its privacy. And it's kind of focusing, it's like concentrating, it's like, and it looks down and realizes, it's like, no, just go away!
Can I identify what it is?
So, Ayla, can you roll a d10 for me, please?
8.
8. Ooh, can you roll a d6 for me, please?
D6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh no.
6.
So you see some sort of monster going to attack one of the clan that helped raise you, and you just feel this instinct to swing it. Can you make a melee attack against Lucius, please?
Wow, Lucius is dead.
That's a 2. I don't hit, probably. That's only an 8.
Okay, so in the confusion, you're still quite slow. Lucius, you see Ayla coming for
What are you doing?
and you kind of like leap to the side as Ayla begins swinging.
Turn
Will.
Ayla mad.
So what could I do to identify what it is?
Yeah, sure. You can make a nature check for me.
Nature. Natural 20.
It's a pixie.
It's a pixie.
This is a creature that came from another world. Back when Aerois was more open to the other planes, and it can also be kind of be created from the natural world. Elves and dwarves generally have the magic to do this, and yeah, it's a nature spirit. It basically has mischievous powers. They're generally summoned to perform tasks or created to
Oh,
perform
okay, so
tasks.
it could have been summoned to defend.
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
Or it certainly seems to be trying to drive you away.
Okay, listen. What about if we had a deal? If we just got the questions, then we'll just leave. We will leave.
No deals. You don't understand. I have to make you leave. You're not allowed.
Why?
We will leave once you give us some answers. That's the best way that this is gonna happen.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Why?
I can't stop the spell until you leave.
Who is the ghost in this place?
Okay, 6 seconds. Lucius, can you roll a d10 for me, please?
1.
1. Roll a d8 for me.
Oh God. What is this chart?
Yeah, there's a lot of different dice.
Yeah, this is
8.
So you watch as Lucius, your mind, you suddenly, the surroundings around you vanish, the creature, everybody else, and you just see in the distance, it's Daddy!
Daddy!
He's got his open arms for you!
I've
and you
missed you
run
so
towards
much.
him, arms open. The rest of you, Quill and Nova, see Lucius running towards the river with his arms outstretched,
I love you, Daddy.
just screaming,
I
I
knew
love
you'd
you,
come
Daddy."
back for me.
Oh no.
The creature on its turn looks at you and it's like, okay, the ghost is an old high elf noble called Vesselvana. She's a princess. She went crazy, and then she told me that I had to keep everybody away.
Why? Why do people have to stay away?
Because she doesn't want them here, I don't know! Ayla, can you roll a d10 for me?
3.
3. You just do not, you go and find yourself in that stupor where you're just, but disorientated by these kind of visions all around you. The creature seems to disappear.
Vesselvana.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ayla
Vesselvana.
should have got attack
Quill.
opportunity.
On what? On Lucius?
When he ran away.
Potentially.
Oh my god.
Well, no, because it was only on her turn that she has to make an attack.
Okay. I am going to start walking towards it. I'm like, still haven't got any like weapons or anything out.
Okay.
I'm not even thinking about casting a spell. I'm just like walking towards it, one arm raised, and does that make it do anything?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to fly up and try and back away. Like, it looks like it wants to try and avoid being hurt.
I'm not going to hurt you. If we just get the information we'll need,
Okay.
then we'll leave.
Are you lying?
Kind of. I mean, we
Deception
kind of want to go in there.
You do.
But you don't want to hurt it. You're not
that's
lying
what-
we don't want to hurt it, but...
Okay, so you don't want to hurt it.
No.
So persuasion check then.
Okay. 21.
21. She just looks and she's like, look, I really want to help. I don't want to hurt you guys, but it's like I'm compelled. I have to do what she said. I have to try and keep people away. Ugh.
Is
My
she
super crown.
is she still alive?
She's a ghost!
Okay.
Way to phrase that question.
I
What do you mean?
why are you taking orders from her still?
Because the magic still works, you dummy! Nova.
Do you want to be freed?
Yes!
If you let us in, we will free you.
You have. Well, the thing is I can't stop the spell. I have to keep the compulsion.
Shall we go around the back?
You have to either find another way in, or you have to knock me out, or you have to get your friends out of my spell. That's the only, and then you can
Can
go
I
inside.
slap you?
No!
I don't What to do?
Lucius, roll a d10.
Oh no.
Let's see if you get another 7 or 8.
6.
6, you do nothing. You just like, you can see Daddy and he's just like, my boy, oh, tell me what you've been up to.
Oh yes, it's been a wonderful adventure, Daddy.
The creature starts hovering up and it's like, I'm not allowed to let you hurt me.
How do I break the spell?
I don't know, figure it out.
Okay.
Are you going to follow us?
6. And
Can I? Oh no. Okay.
what do you want to do?
Grab whoever and just leave.
Okay,
He's at
your
the
turn.
river.
So Ayla,
Oh,
d10.
5.
5, do nothing.
Okay.
Quill,
Are you going to follow us in there?
I can't go inside.
Let's go in.
Okay. Lucius. Can I go and get Lucius? Well, initiative. So you.
Yeah, in that case, I see Lucius walking towards the river.
You move up 30 feet towards Lucius.
Yeah, and I will, like, is there any recognition at all, or is he just
He's
like...
talking to Daddy.
And that's when the Brookstones betrayed us, and I cried. Lots and lots, Daddy, but I was strong and brave.
My son, Lucius, please follow me.
Birdie, not now.
What?
This is my Daddy. Hello. Please meet Daddy.
Daddy,
Birdie.
we have to go into the castle now.
Oh yes, Daddy, come with us.
Come with us, Daddy.
No, my son, stay here and talk to me.
I have to stay here with Daddy. He's only just arrived.
He'll be here when you get back.
Birdie.
I mean, you can try and make a persuasion check, but it's going to be
longer than 6 seconds
disadvantaged.
as well.
Yeah.
With disadvantage, yeah, that makes sense. Ooh.
Yeah, this compulsion is like really rooted in
Birdie.
firm. Like,
I've seen you a lot recently. I've only just seen Daddy. So you give us some time, please.
Nova?
Okay.
So Ayla's next to me.
Ayla's next to you, but is just doing nothing.
La La Land.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I try and push her into the house?
Okay, yeah. Give me a strength check.
Oh.
Can I use?
I love how you're just...
What
yeah.
wise are you? Actually, no, I wouldn't know that.
You are pushing her.
No,
It's a
I
strength
was
check.
thinking about using suggestion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to try that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how spells on spells works, but I'm going to try suggestion.
Okay.
So if you could make me a wisdom saving throw, Ayla, of 13.
4.
After this, we're going to... 4
Okay.
fail?
Okay.
But you should suggest it first and then make the save.
Oh, sorry. I suggest you go into the house.
I failed.
Yeah, so on your turn, you're going to do that. Lucius, roll a d10 for me, and then we'll take a break after this and come back.
10.
10, you're fine, you can act normally.
Wait. Oh, that damn little thing.
Yeah, sorry, but your daddy
Daddy's not here.
not here. We have to go into the castle, though.
Quick.
Okay,
Very
with that, we're going to take a break.
Please enjoy the fan art video.
Enjoy the fan art video.
Enjoy the fan art video. See you in a
See you
bit.
barely hear that. Hello, welcome back. My God, I've made a mess of this. I had to take it off. It looks alright.
It just looks like you've had a bob cut.
Yeah, it's because I got this back here.
Taking my wig off.
Yeah.
I'm committed.
I'm committed.
committed,
I'm
audience.
freezing.
Most of us have derobed.
I'm so cold.
Yeah.
I refuse. I do have a bow and some
I just found
arrows
this
down
on the
there.
floor. I don't even know whose it is.
I'll keep this.
Some.
No. Oh, actually, do you want
Someone
these?
who's going to get the cold now.
Yeah.
Now you'll Nova.
Sorry, TJ. Just adjusting myself here. There we go.
Bam.
Oh, look at that. How
Face
cool.
is cool.
So shout out to Cameron before we get going.
I
Huh?
feel like
Yeah, shout out to Cameron for giving us some prints of that cool
yeah.
art you saw at the very end.
Very last one.
The very end of the fan art video, he made us all.
You
one of
made
these
enough for
posters.
everyone, including Rhiannon, so thank you so much for giving these
Thanks,
to us
Cameron. It was
for
awesome to
very
meet
much.
you as well. It was awesome to meet all of you amazing artists that we saw.
Absolutely.
At the
Yeah.
So,
And not just artists, everyone else as well.
Oh yeah. I said that already.
yeah. But if you want to submit your fan art, please do.
Please do, because we
to
love it.
highrollersdnd@gmail.com.
Royally screwed.
No, it's fine.
highrollersdnd@gmail.com.
Yes,
Yes.
thank
fan
you.
art. Send it. We love it. We love seeing it. Literally.
Also, I've had a couple of people tag me in like cosplay progress for
Yes.
people and apologize in case tagging me was rude. No. It's not. It's amazing. Please keep tagging.
Yeah, we want to see everything.
Tag everything you
did
do.
all.
Like all of your art and cosplays. We love to see it. So never think you're annoying us by showing us. anything
Literally
like that.
seeing fan art and cosplay of the characters we make and the characters we play is the best thing ever.
peak.
Yeah.
That bit of boomer wrestling mix.
I didn't see it. I was too busy like, I need to get this wig off. Ah.
Look good. Look good.
It's very good. Thank you very much.
Thank
You
you.
kindly.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Save me from this.
do you like that? Do you like that, Tom?
Spell.
very good. Oh, I'm slightly aroused.
Yeah, you should be.
Oh.
Slightly.
I'm also doing this to wind up
Tiny.
TJ because it's like constantly hitting my mic. Thank you. It's a bit tangled. I need a comb. Thanks, Katie.
Do we want to play some
Thanks,
D&D?
baby.
Sort yourself out.
No, I want to spend time playing with my hair. Welcome back. As we left, the party...
Still triggered.
Triggered, thanks TJ. The party were trying to make their way into this old elven palace ruin. However, on trying to get through the gardens, they had been waylaid, accosted
Yeah.
by a pixie who was attempting to keep them out using a variety of spiels.
Beals.
So we currently have, I believe at the top of the round, we have Ayla.
She just suggested that I go
She
inside.
did just suggest, and I think that the Pixie's compel means that she has to try and break that suggestion.
Oh.
She got counterspell.
So she casts Dispel Magic, which does remove the confusion effect.
Doesn't that
as
require
well.
action though?
Yes, and it's her turn.
Oh.
She goes before Ayla does, or at the very end of the turn, rather. So the pixie, like, you see her wave her hands, and this kind of blanket field of magic erupts out of her. It cancels the suggestion, but it also cancels the compulsion.
Does anything else cancel in the immediate area?
So on any magical effect currently in a place would cancel, I believe.
So
So we're completely normal now
she's ended the compulsion, which is what she said would need to let us in.
because of this.
She's ended the confusion on you guys,
Yeah.
not the compulsion.
But you
on
said
her.
like either the spell ends or we get through.
What?
Remember before?
She had to dispel Nova's spell.
Yes.
Has she dispelled?
Which also
No
dispelled
spell would
her.
allow her to get
But she
inside.
said her prerequisites for not letting us through were if we were to end our compulsion.
No. It's. She meant that if you get rid of the compulsion, you can like go inside or get out of her way or knock her out or something like that.
Yeah.
It's more what she meant.
Can I, as a
Yes.
result of this?
Well, it's Ayla's turn.
Okay, sure, fine. Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Can I see the pixie?
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, it's like just in the garden. It's like looking at you. It's just cast this spell that's removed it, and you see it like looking at you. This tiny little feminine figure with this like little leaf barely covering itself.
Get in the house.
What?
It's looking at you. Yeah, this
Can
thing.
I walk over to it and pick it up?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to try and grab it?
Yeah.
Make an attack roll. See if you hit it first.
Bye, peaceful root.
19?
19, yeah, you like snatch it. I guess it's going to try and make an acrobatics check to try and get away. Give me a strength check. Or straight up strength check.
23.
Nope. You're like and you've got it in both hands. And you can see like, trying to get away.
Why would you do that?
Because I have to. I have to. It's like this now.
Who's in the house?
We've been over this.
The princess.
I wasn't there.
Princess Vaseline, she's in there. She's the one that summoned me.
Is there only one? One ghost?
No, well, I think there's some other spirits.
You think or you know?
Quill.
Oh my god.
I'm pissed
Ayla,
off.
we've been over this. We can explain when we're inside. When we're inside, we're out of the range of the...
Can I take this thing with me?
No, because then it would come with us, and then it would be trying to get us out of the place.
Can we use it against her in some way? Because it's annoying as hell.
No, it takes orders from her.
Nova.
Oh. I guess as I'm doing that, I'm walking towards the door as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Ayla, just put her down and get in the house.
If I put you down, you're not going to do anything.
It's not your turn. You doing anything, Nova?
Walking into the house.
Okay.
As I'm shouting.
So, well, as you approach the door, you find that the main door is locked.
Oh,
Funnily enough, you don't just leave the door
Why would
open.
they do that? Who locks their front door?
Most people.
Locked Lucius. She wants to do anything.
Vala, we need your skills again to open this door.
Okay, is that weird thing gonna do anything funny though?
No, Ayla's got it very much grappled.
Okay.
Be really quick.
She will try and make her way over.
Can I aid her?
What do you mean? As in you want to make the help action?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So
Look,
that
there's
is-
the lock.
Yep, so you're literally that's what you're doing.
You want to mansplain it?
But I might also distract Pixie.
Trying to find something.
Why? Or how?
I'll just shake it a little bit.
Why is it not? Why can't I find this?
When it was casting spells, would it have been moving its hands around and stuff? Like maybe it can't do the motions anymore now that it's been grappled.
Yeah.
Depends what the spell is.
Depends.
Yeah.
Innate spells they can still do. For some reason I can't
Flick it in the
find
head.
what I need,
Somatic spell by speaking.
but I'm pretty sure it is just a
Don't flick it too many times though, it's tiny.
What are you looking for?
spell.
Is it the give up spell?
Can you find polymorph for me?
What?
Ah, no!
Ayla, I need to know
No.
what kind of save it is.
It's going to
Probably
turn out
wisdom,
T-Rex.
isn't it?
I think it's
I think it's wisdom.
It's gotta be wisdom.
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
Ah! She's too angry.
So you
to be
feel
turned into
this.
an animal.
You feel this little creature just kind of go, and you feel this wave of magic wash over you, but it doesn't quite take effect.
Can I flick it in the head?
Yeah, sure. Roll. What's your strength modifier? Because unarmed strikes for you is 1 plus.
To this
4.
tiny thing, a
Cool.
flick is an unarmed strike.
Well, an unarmed strike, it says it's +6 to hit.
Yeah, make an attack roll. You have advantage because you've got it grappled.
19.
Yeah, you hit. And then how much damage did you do on an unarmed strike?
I don't actually know. It doesn't say.
It's
5.
1 plus strength normally, so you
5.
do 5 points of damage. Yeah, that's enough to pretty much annihilate this thing.
Oh!
Are you just like flicking it as hard as you can?
Not
or
just a
lightly?
knockout. Like,
Flick
I
it.
just want to
Flies
knock it
into
out.
So you just
river.
get its head and you're like, ugh.
I just want to knock it out.
You don't realize that this thing is so tiny.
Oh, I know.
And you're very strong.
I know.
So as you it just like, and then its head, oh no.
Falls off just like that.
Its
like
head
that.
falls off. No, yeah, you knock this creature out.
Jeez, nice one.
It goes unconscious.
Okay, it's unconscious. That's
Yes.
It's unconscious.
It's
not dead.
unconscious. It's got 1 hit point. That's why I'm gonna make a flick and like knock it out because it's got 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it just goes limp.
Ayla!
Solve the problem.
I mean, yes, but I said I didn't want to hurt it.
I didn't.
Fine.
Vala just like scoots past.
What? It was trying to do stuff to me again.
I suppose we're lucky she didn't use the hammer.
That would have been hilariously too much.
No,
I'm just thinking.
I honestly thought that when she started walking up to that thing, the hammer was gonna come down.
That would have made a mess.
Yep.
You've shown some rare restraint, Ayla.
I'd like to think so.
We're
But it
all
still
showing
needed to-
some fantastic new traits today.
Bella's got the.
Thanks, Vala.
It's okay.
Do they have tiny spoons and tiny rolling pins? And tiny cutting boards?
Oh,
And do they eat tiny cookies?
cookies?
Are steaks tiny too?
Why don't you wake her up and ask her?
Don't wake her up. Do not dare.
What are you gonna do with
Lucius.
her? It? I don't know what to
Leave her
call
on,
them.
leave her on
she
the
said-
doorstep.
I'm
She
just
said that
gonna.
if we broke the spell that brought her here, she can go back to where she's from.
She
How do you
also
do that?
said that she
Break
won't
the
follow
spell.
us into the place. So what can she do if we're in?
Well, supposedly this princess, summoned
Vesuvius.
her here. Vesselvana summoned her here. So we can either ask her really nicely to like let her go, or exorcise the ghost.
Oh,
I feel like if it's a
is that
cast,
hard?
I don't know. I've honestly never done this before.
I feel like if it's a cast spell, it's a spell that's been cast. It's like trying to tell a magic missile to hit someone else instead. It doesn't happen.
Okay.
But she probably gives it
I'm just gonna put
orders. She can
the
just order it to
Pixie
do something else.
True, you can de-summon.
down into the rose bush where it came from.
Okay, you put it back where it's come from. It's just kind of like.
Just put her on her side so she doesn't choke on her tongue.
Fine.
Tiny tongue. What if they have tiny toothbrushes?
I'm just gonna put.
Ugh!
I'm gonna put a
This
leaf
thing
on
keeps
her
falling off
so that
now.
she's warm.
It's because my ears are like.
And tiny pillows and duvets.
Well, now she can have a tiny leaf to keep her warm.
I'm not covering the tiny pixie with the tiny leaf.
Nova will
So
do.
you've done it. Nova's put like a little leaf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recovery position.
Recovery position for pixies.
Yeah.
Great.
Elora would have fucking loved this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the door is unlocked but not opened yet. What would you like to do?
So
What's the princess's name?
Vesselvana.
Vesselvada. Didn't you say you saw something at the door, or was that at the window?
Oh
or-
yeah, super scary lady telling me to leave.
Right.
That was probably the pixie though.
Oh,
An
okay.
illusion.
Oh, well then it almost. Then the door is safe.
We still have to deal with a ghosty though. Potentially more than one.
Yeah, she mentioned there were several other spirits.
And they could be more
Mean.
hostile.
But I think they're the people that I need to talk to, though. So, gonna have to be nice to them.
Well, we don't know the type of people. Whatever is in there was trying to dissuade. I mean, we're not bandits. We're not here to destroy the place or take it over.
Seems like they just don't want anybody, regardless. I mean, if I was a spirit, I probably wouldn't want anybody like you guys.
I
No
mean-
offense. Coming near me.
You're living right now and you don't want anyone to near you.
Precisely. So, I get it. But
I mean, if it's a spirit of some elven princess, I mean, I can't imagine that. I mean, it can't be that dangerous, right? It's not like we're dealing with some sort of crazy wizard or, you know, some ancient tyrant, bloody murderer kind of thing.
They must have some serious reason as to summon a pixie to stop anyone from entering. What are they protecting?
I mean, they could have summoned much worse, to be fair.
Well, it is kind of unusual that an old high elf palace like this is down here in the lowlands. Obviously, they should have been up in the Sky City.
Has it been protected this whole time? Since
Maybe.
before they went into the sky?
Before they died, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, have you heard of any Vesselvana? Being a high elf yourself, maybe in some
Make a history check, Lucius.
I was going to say something then.
You can say something.
You were going to say
To bite
no.
my tongue. I'm not going to your level.
What? What?
All elves, no natural 20.
You got a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah, man. Okay.
know everything.
I don't think that
You
was.
don't know
They know
everything.
each other.
But Vesselvana rings a bell. I don't know how much attention Lucius would have paid in school. That's up to you.
If my nanny told me about it,
Okay.
then I know about it.
Okay, then yeah, this would probably come from your nanny. Vesselvana was she's effectively a princess. She was the daughter of a very affluent, very wealthy elven bloodline. The king of a particular continent. This was before the Sundering, where the elves and that ruled different areas, and they had these kind of like mountain cities. Vesselvena was the daughter of one of them. After the Sundering, she was kind of known, and the history books kind of told that she became obsessed with planar magic, which Siaska had banned. And her experiments into planar magic basically got her exiled from a Sky City, from Gusthaven specifically. And she was exiled down to the lowlands, and they built her a palace, they built her lovely grounds for her to live in, and they assigned a squadron of paladins and warriors to watch her and make sure that she wasn't up to anything dangerous. But the story goes that your nanny probably would have told you, the kind of elaborated story version.
Big stories.
Yeah, was that Vesselvena fell in love with an elven prince from another world, that she'd found a way to contact another planet, another world, and had fallen in love with this prince and dreamed of being together. They would speak, and it was a person that she found solace and compassion and peace with, and she attempted to find a way to bring him to Aerois, which would have broken many of Siaska's rules about planar travel. And all that you know is that something went wrong, and the warriors that were assigned to protect Vesselvena had to stop the ritual. And in doing so, everybody died, and it was very tragic. It's kind of like told as like a tragic love story, in that trying to bring themselves together, they ultimately found their downfall. And it's kind of a word of warning. It's kind of like a tale of don't mess with planar magic. Like, it's only bad things will come from studying planar magic.
Yes, and that's taught to all of us. So there's a wary tale to not have intercourse before bonding.
I see, okay. And who was the person she was trying to contact?
It was only ever known as the name that you were told in the story was Prince Swiftsong. A very handsome elven prince.
Okay.
From another
My nanny
world.
always used to say it looked like me. But my nanny was always very nice to me.
I mean, that sounds tragic, and definitely something we should keep into account when we do eventually, see her. I don't imagine she's going to be...
Maybe Vala's like, maybe that's why she's still a ghost. Maybe she's still looking for lost love. That's what, like, all the stories, that's how it would go in the stories anyway.
I mean, after all this time, she can't be sound of mind. Then again...
She may have died, and this could be her, her spirit trapped, unable to ever see her prince.
We should find a way to free her then. Like, that's really sad.
Yes, send her on her way to Siaska.
And this Swiftsong looked like you?
That's what Nanny said. But she's really nice to me.
Right.
He's a prince from a high place. She's, this might bring up some memories.
Not quite nobility, but yes, I guess.
Or it might just be something his nanny said to make him feel better. Sorry.
But
It's a
this type
hard
of person, if the story is true, is probably going to trigger a bad kind of, or a good, but probably a bad.
No one really
reaction.
knows what he looks like because he's from a different planet.
But you're like a high elf fancy pants, and he was a high elf fancy pants.
No, she was.
She was high elf. He came from another
Okay.
world.
Yeah,
He
we don't
could have
know
looked
what
like
he
me.
looked like. Yes, could have been a strange creature.
Alien.
Did it
I'm not an
use
alien.
Tiny spoons.
I don't... Oh, you mean the... Okay.
Anyway, I'm terrified now. Remember,
Good.
I'm
Good.
interested in the part about planar magic.
Yes, why don't you ask her how it works?
I will, because I want to travel to other worlds.
Then figure out what went wrong and don't do that.
Well, maybe there's devices and other things in this place.
Let's go!
Sounds like a let's go situation.
Yes, it is.
Be careful, because I'm entering my own legendary story from my childhood. It's quite traumatic.
Everything's traumatic to you, Lucius. Come on.
It's true.
You're not wrong.
Well,
Who's opening the door?
let's try and avoid any spooky spirits. Shall we go in? After me, I guess?
You, birdie.
You go, Quill.
Okay.
So you open the door. It's been unlocked. And it leads into an entryway, an entry hall. It does creak as you open it. And there is a strong smell of an undisturbed place, somewhere where people haven't been for a long time. That dusty, old smell. The entryway is probably would have once been a grand hall, but now it's kind of faded into a bit of disrepair. There's a thick line of dust on a lot of things. You can see that there are vases, but the flowers have long wilted, and now there are just these kind of like black stems and very almost like silk petals that have like drifted off them and have shriveled on the side, the cabinet that they're placed upon. There are faded paintings as you make your way down. The paintings, as you look, there are two in this entry hallway. One is of a very, she's kind of plain-ish for an elven woman. Like she isn't strikingly beautiful, but she has that elven beauty of like these pure-colored blue eyes, this long, kind of very well-kept hair. But her features are somewhat, you know, just normal. There's nothing striking about her. Elegant gown, and she's just sitting there quite calmly. And on the other side, you can see what appears to be a very strange landscape. It doesn't look like it belongs on part of Aerois. There are strange-looking flowers, strange-looking hilllands. The grass is like a bluish hue, and it looks very odd and very strange.
Would Nova know anything about it, given her studies?
You can make an Arcana check. I'm assuming you're referring to the landscape painting.
Yeah, the landscape painting.
Sure.
Because you know I have that book from the professor.
Yep.
That's her. That's Sylvana.
Sorry, what did you want
Sylvana.
me to make?
Vessel.
Persuade,
Arcana.
Sylvana.
Arcana. 16.
16. It's not a plane you recognize or has been described to you before. A lot of the ones in your book tend to, they talk of older worlds or very dangerous planes. You know, planes of shadow and death. These kind of old, forgotten cities on grey moons covered in dust, where skeletons and undead roam and that sort of thing. Yeah, this one you can't really place it. It's strange. It's not one you've ever heard of before. Or remember seeing described.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no.
And the hallway, you can see that there is a door just down the hallway in front of you, and then there are two side doors as well next to the paintings that lead into rooms adjacent to this hallway.
Oh, so it's not like stairs up or...
Not yet, no.
Well, unfortunately,
movement.
still no comparison to Swift Song.
So far, there is just silence. There are no animal sounds. The moon is just giving you a little bit of light, enough that those of you with light, dark vision, you know, you can still see a little bit in color. But just the moon is just giving that slight silvery radiance. Not the moon. There is no moon on Aerois. The stars and the cradle provide the silvery radiance.
Valor,
It's going to keep falling off. Yes?
you're in touch with your arcane ability.
A
Somewhat.
little bit, yes.
You
I mean, I'm not
sense
particularly
any-
trained. You're more better trained than I am,
Now, this
Lucius.
is a great training ground.
Sorry.
Can you sense anything?
I don't have I don't know a spell that can detect magic like that.
Close your eyes
She closes her eyes.
and just reach out. See if you can feel the ability of spells around you, not the spells that you have inside you. Don't reach for those, but look for others around you.
No.
How about now? And I'm just going to do dancing lights while our eyes are closed.
No. It's like
Nothing?
no.
Right, we'll work on that. Just thought this would be a good opportunity to...
I mean, there is no ability to just sense magic, but sure.
I think Lucius was trying to
Get her to cast something.
no, to be
Arcana check.
arcana. No.
Oh,
or
well, an
were you
Arcana
trying
check
to-
doesn't detect magic.
Were you trying to get her to
Arcana
like,
is the
draw
knowledge of
colour
magic.
from the world like you?
No.
No, she's holding her hand out, but she's like, no, I can't sense anything.
You know, like I could touch Echo and have like...
Yeah, that's different. There was a
residual-
direct interaction with a
someone's
creature.
touch.
But yeah, you don't. It's not an Arcana check.
I mean, you do make a good point anyway. It wouldn't hurt if I cast Detect Magic, but it will take me 10 minutes.
If you want to
so-
cast it as a ritual, you
I
can cast it instantly
prefer
using a
to.
spell slot. Yeah, you can take 10 minutes.
So as a ritual, do I have to literally just be like sat there? Or can I do it as I'm doing like non-strenuous things? Like
You
walking
kind of have to
around?
focus on it. You can't do other activities. You don't have to be sat down. You could be doing anything which you described the ritual to me, but you can't be doing other things like opening doors or searching rooms.
Okay, fine.
You know, you
but
have
like,
to.
if everyone is moving through the place and they're doing perception checks.
That's
they're
fine. They can do
investigating.
whatever.
I
yeah.
just follow them.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, well, for the next 10 minutes, I'll be preparing to ritual that detect magic on myself then. Onto that one eye.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm
Arvel
checking
is
out
just
the picture.
at the back with his crossbow, and at every shadow, he's like, oh! Is that a ghost?
I guess with dancing lights spinning around, there's shadows all over the place as well.
Like, pulls his hat down, his big cowboy hat, narrows his eyes.
Albert, you're putting me on edge.
I'm on edge.
No, I'm on edge. Stop it.
Ghosts and spirits and specters and...
You think they're gonna get hit by your crossbows?
Well, it's better than me doing nothing and letting them gobble up my soul.
They do that?
I don't know!
Do they gobble up souls?
I don't know. I've never encountered one before. That's why I'm here.
Right.
Now that I'm here, I don't really
Blasted
know.
freaking spook ghosts. Don't like them. He's just mumbling to himself.
I don't really know what to ask them.
Let's go as a group. Either way, let's wait for Birdie to do whatever he's doing.
Okay.
Stay in this room. I'm gonna...
So, who has passive perception above 14? I think it's just Quill, right?
Just
I was nerfed, wasn't I? Super
It has
hard.
a penalty, but it's still 15.
I think it's -5, yeah, so yeah, I'm still 15.
30.
Nah.
18.
So, everybody, none of you notice this except Quill. Whilst you're doing this ritual,
Well, yeah, would I if I'm still doing the ritual?
you still notice it, but it's up to you whether you want to stop doing the ritual to do something about it.
Okay.
What do you have on your person that you would describe as being shiny?
I have a dagger. I
Uh-huh.
have a potion of healing, which I guess is in a
Little container
vial
or
or
something.
something,
Like that,
and a shovel.
yeah. Oh, you have your spyglass
And a
as well.
spyglass, yeah,
Oh,
and I guess
that's-
all of my cartographer's tools,
Yeah.
which I guess are like quite shiny.
So
gold
you
and metal.
see this little hole in the air appear, and from the hole, a little grey hand, like a child's hand, reaches out, grabs the spyglass, and pulls it through the hole,
Oh,
and it's gone. But you see it. Whoop, and you just...
anyone?
None of us see it.
Did anyone?
I'm too busy looking at this portrait.
What, Birdie? What's the matter?
Hand? Just took my.
Yes, we know, Birdie. It was very tragic.
No, my spyglass. It's gone.
Your
Did
spyglass?
you drop it?
No, a hand. It just came out
Did
of.
you lose it on the way here?
No, I had it. I was using it to look into it.
Did the Pixie take it? Because I can go and like shake it and ask it where it is. What
Can
was
you hear that?
noise? Did we hear that noise?
Yeah. Did you hear it? And you heard something.
There's something in this room.
Everyone, your possessions? Keep them on lockdown. They're
Keep the
a hand.
ritual going.
Oh yeah. Would I have broken it by that?
Or say you can carry on.
Okay. Everyone, just keep a watch out for tiny little.
Show
hands.
yourself! Spyglass thief! Where was that coming from?
That is an
I do a
interesting
perception see if I
noise.
know where the sound.
Perception, yeah, absolutely you can.
2,
2.
5.
It's so dark, like there's long shadows all throughout this entryway.
Natural 20!
So Nova looking around, do you want to roll as well, Katie? No? Nova, you looking around, you spot another little portal hole open up, like this little dimensional rift almost. And it opens up and it takes one of Lucius's jewels off of his little outfit and then just vanishes. Lucius doesn't notice.
I'm not close
But then
enough
you
to-
see you actually see the refraction of the light from the other portal. And on the ground, near the door that's directly in front of the main door, you see a creature. It's got a large head. The head is actually almost larger than its body.
Okay.
Its head is enormous, with these big white eyes, these kind of goblin-like ears and teeth. But it's just this giant head with a tiny little body and these long arms. And under one arm it's got the spyglass, and it's now got the other gem that it's like biting. And then it looks up at you, and it knows it's been spotted. And it just goes, "Wah!" And then it just makes a big portal and then jumbles through it.
And there's no time for me to like.
You can try, yeah, if you want to try and like what, grab it.
Can I grab? Yeah.
Okay, so you start running for it, and then suddenly the floor in front, like between you and it, is incredibly slick. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Okay.
What is this thing?
Save
The loot goblin.
Loot goblin.
12.
Okay, you just managed to keep your footing as you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. The floor is this puddle, this like 5-10 foot big puddle of this slippery oil. Just is all over the floor. You kind of like, and you just go for a grab of this creature. Make an attack roll for me.
I'm on my iPhone because I've got my iPad, so it's like.
So if you use
roll.
Tiangong, just don't take take a
six.
-1 penalty. So +5.
What's 5 plus 8? 3 is 8. Yeah.
You swipe at it and it just manages just to avoid your grasp as it tumbles through this little portal, like the game portal.
Can I see like where he like the?
You don't see where he goes. Like, well, actually, through the portal, you can see what appears to be a corridor with a staircase leading up.
So yeah.
And he's just like, ah! And then the portal closes.
I'm like, darn it!
Huh?
Did anyone else see that?
What?
It was a little creature
saw
with
you
a
rush
big
towards
head and really long arms. He had your spyglass and a gem
What?
from your.
Oh! Damn it! What
But
was it?
I don't
Now
know.
it's
I've never
uneven.
seen anything
Was it a
like that
ghost?
before. No, it was definitely a creature. It's in a room with a corridor and some stairs. I don't know.
Let's look for it.
Damn. Goblins.
How's that ritual going?
Loots.
Well, if it's using portals to take stuff, I'll be able to see where those portals are. They must be magical.
Well,
Pretty
hurry up and
soon.
get back to it. By the way, there's some oil here, guys, by the way. Be very careful. It's very slippery.
Yeah, if you wait for Quill, by the time Quill's ritual finishes, the oil dries up. It seems to like evaporate very, very quickly.
Okay.
Quill, your ritual finishes, and detect magic. Can you give me? Is it like 60 feet around you?
Detect magic
And I don't believe it goes through walls.
is 30 feet.
Okay.
I can see a faint aura around any visible creature object that bears magic. It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 feet of stone,
Okay.
1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of dirt or wood.
Okay. That's actually perfect. And you can maintain concentration on it, right? How long does it last? 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, perfect. So you are immediately 30 feet around you. You don't get the sense of magic apart from the magic you're already carrying. So things like Ayla's hammer, Tiangong, which radiates very strong magic presence, Lucius's equipment, etc. Any magic items you've got, etc.
Okay, so I can't see...
Nothing
either way.
immediately, no.
No, okay.
You do see that there is, 2 doors, one on either side of you and one directly ahead.
Okay. Well, if what it's using is magic to get around and steal our stuff, then we should be able to follow it. Do you know where it went?
All I saw was a corridor and some stairs.
Let's look for that. That's the best we got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
okay.
door? I guess we're gonna have to make a choice either way.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
No, Mo is exit. Mo's the way out.
Forward!
Forwards. We'll go forwards.
So you move up forward and you find that there's another wood panel door. You open it, testing it?
I will open it.
Okay, so Nova opens it, doesn't appear to be locked, and it leads out into a long corridor with what appear to be a set of stairs, like a grand staircase. It kind of goes up to a landing and then it goes up to a second floor. And the corridor seems to be looked down upon by the second floor, like a galley, like a gallery kind of looks down into this floor. It's got like a tall ceiling.
Are there any little creatures?
You do not see any little creatures immediately. But you begin to hear a kind of like sound.
Interesting. Vocalization.
Yeah, it's a
Let's go.
good reminder not to be distracted by the little goblin too much.
Rage.
Hello?
Interesting.
And then appearing, as Nova still stood in this doorway kind of looking down the corridor, emerging from the wall directly in front of her, this kind of long corridor, you see these 2 figures. They could have once been elves. Their ragged armor matches the skeletons that you saw outside, what little remnants of it you saw. Their faces are sunken and gaunt, and you can see that parts of them have been blasted. Energy seems to have erupted around on their bodies. They come forward bearing great curved swords. They look at you, these just dead faces, expressionless, and you just kind of hear this death. And that's going to be initiative.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So are they as like bedraggled as the things Nova saw outside then?
Kind of. The one Novasaur was almost like made up, like it was overly horrific. As if somebody was trying to make something look scary. These, the illusion.
Oh no, I meant the
skeletons.
Oh, the skeletons.
guards.
Yes, the armor seems to match the same armor.
Oh, okay. So it's not any
So it'll be
newer,
the
so we can't
guard.
identify any more about them. Okay.
So that's a 21 for me. So Ayla,
Wow.
6.
Quill,
6.
Nova,
20.
Lucius.
17.
I will roll one for Sentry. I believe that is that's a 14. I think.
That's 100.
And then Valor. Oh, good. Like so many NPCs again.
I feel like next time Mark says, I'm going to stand outside, we should just let him.
No, you do what you want. Like, if you want to convince Arvel to come with you. The one thing you will notice is Arvel seeing these ghosts. He turns white as a sheet.
Runs
and
on the
his hands
spot.
just start trembling. You can see
Yeah.
that it doesn't look like he's reacting in any way. It looks like he's just become terrorized.
Say he's got the condition frightened.
I would say he looks almost paralyzed with fear. Valor,
Petrified.
Daphne.
No.
Valor seems to react
No,
first.
Zelma.
She just kind of pulls one of her daggers loose and then scoots back behind Sentry. And it's like, what the hell are those things? Nova, look out! And just like, but also seems a little bit uncertain what to do. Nova, these two things begin drifting. One of them passes through the wall behind you. The other one stands in front of you, but both of them are going to make attacks. They reach out with these swords. They kind of glance through, but you can feel this kind of cold energy. That's a 23 to hit you.
That will hit me, but can
And then the
I
second,
use shield?
and what will that boost your AC to?
+5.
+5.
Oh, I'm not going to use it because that would boost to 20.
Yeah,
It'd be a
exactly.
waste.
I don't want you to waste it. Second one is also 22, so they're both
Okay.
going to hit you. And I'm going to need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Oh, damn.
So we know that they can interact with us. That's cool.
So first one.
It's cocked.
Yeah, let's re-roll it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So that's the first one. Second one.
Natural 1.
Okay, so you take 7 necrotic damage from the first one and 6 from the second one.
Okay.
That reduces your maximum hit points by the same amount of damage, which
Whoa.
is 13.
Whoa.
So you take 13 damage and your hit point maximum is reduced by 13. As you feel these swords pass through you, it's like your very life force is being sucked away from the wound. There is no physical harm, but you just feel your life energy being drained out of you.
How do I make that a thing in D&D Beyond?
I don't know because I've never done it.
Try doing.
We can keep it. We can just keep a track of
Yeah.
it mentally, and then we'll figure it out.
What are we trying to do?
So my new HP, max HP is 21, so I can only heal up to 21 now.
Override max HP.
But then don't forget what yours
Cool.
currently
Okay.
is.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
in
Okay.
brackets. Thanks,
All right.
D&D
Perfect. So after the creatures, Lucius, I believe.
Wait, it's Nova, isn't it?
Yeah,
Nova had a
Nova's
higher.
Oh, Nova. Yes. Sorry, I've got my Lucius is 17.
Save it. Shoot, that was nasty. They nasty. Are they both like within?
So one's in front of you and one's behind you, and they're within 5 feet. They've surrounded you, and then you can just feel them there as they're cutting with you with these blades. Your life force is just being drained away.
I guess I'll just have to attack. Really, then.
Yeah.
Can I attack with green flame?
Green flame blade.
Blade.
Of course you can.
Green blade blade.
Green flame blade.
Let's make your attack roll. Are you going for the one in front of you or the one behind you?
One in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
13, 19 to hit.
19 hits, and it is a magical weapon, is it not?
Yes.
Okay. So if you can just tell me what the base weapon damage is before the green flame blade damage.
Okay. So it's a D4. 6 on the
6
base.
points. Yep.
And then
another creature takes fire damage, right? Takes a D8. Or you know, it's your modifier.
the target suffers, so the green fire leaps and it takes damage equivalent, fire damage equivalent to my spell casting ability modifier.
Charisma modifier?
Which is, I think 3. Yeah, 3.
3. Okay, so the fire washes over the second spectre, but it just seems to pass through some of it. Where you stab the first one with Tiangong, Tiangong flares with blue magic, and it strikes it as if it was a solid creature. You can feel the resistance, but the fire seems to almost pass through partially on the other one. Would you like to do anything else? You currently have one on either side. You've got a move and a bonus action.
I kind of want to move, but I think they might stab me a bit more.
They would, yes. You need to
me a
disengage as your action rather than attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have
Just
to
gonna
stay
stay?
here. Yeah.
Lucius.
I'm gonna run behind Sentry, the cover, and then
You and Valor are both trying to take cover behind Sentry.
Yes.
Oh, can I hexblade curse one of them? Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Just remember.
The one in front of me.
Front of you. Okay.
going to throw chromatic orb of cold
Okay.
in reaction at it.
Yeah, you take it away. What do you need to do? Attack roll?
3d8.
Is it attack roll or saving throw?
Yes, attack.
So it should be under your attacks.
9.
Misses, unfortunately. In a panic, you throw the chromatic orb out. It streaks through the air and just collides against the wall, freezing a large part of this wooden panel. But it is a first level spell, and it was cold damage, so you can choose one of them to take your...
Back one behind Nova.
Okay, and I think it takes a level of the spell, or your
My
level.
which is 3 plus
Plus.
my charisma, right?
Yeah, which is 3 again.
Which is 3, yes,
So,
so 6.
Okay, 6. Again, the same thing. The cold doesn't seem to take quite grasp of it. It seems to absorb some of it away. Which one are you going for, the front or back?
Back.
Back. Okay. So yeah, that one seems to absorb some of the ability as well. You still have a move and a bonus. Anything you'd like to do?
Have I got... This is a bonus. Let's see. Sorry.
It's okay.
Here we go.
It's been a while since we've done this.
That's an action, never mind. No. I'm going to do anything else. Just stay behind Sentry.
Okay. No, the problem is Sentry doesn't know that the damage is necessarily can't be healed above. So seeing like Nova kind of wince in pain in these kind of blows, she moves up next to one of these creatures, so she's next to you.
Where you
and
go,
she
Sentry?
will lay on hands.
Oh, okay.
Well, she'll cure wounds first. I'll have her cast cure wounds, which would do 11, but you can't heal above it. So you watch as you feel this energy kind of wash over you, but it's like it doesn't take any effect, even though you know you're in pain. The healing just doesn't seem to do anything. And Sentry like looks down at you, is like, Nova, are you all right?
They've taken some of my life.
She's like, I will try and protect you. And she's gonna just try and position herself to try and...
Feel funny.
I feel funny. After Sentry, Ayla or Quill. Both of you go, basically.
Well, you've got higher decks than me.
Okay, so Ayla.
I'm here to find information. I don't want to fight you if we don't have to, but you're hurting us, so I will. But I need information from you about clans. No? Okay then. I'm gonna rage and hit it instead. I warned
You're being
them.
crackling with lightning as you burst forward.
Oh, might not hit. That's 13.
13 hits.
Ooh.
Now, whilst the Howling Gale has some minor enchantment, it is not a magical weapon just yet. So this is going to be halved, unfortunately.
Oh, that's shit.
I'm sorry to say it is.
10, 11, 12, 13 damage because I'm raging.
So half that, that's going to be 6. Is that the one behind?
Yeah. And then can you make a save against
Absolutely
my...
can.
This is your static.
Ooh, yeah, it's a successful save.
So you take half then.
Okay.
So that's 2.
And that's
halved.
lightning damage, right?
Lightning.
Which they are still resistant to. So how much was it?
Half is 2, so a quarter is 1.
It still
Fuck's sake.
had 1.
I rolled
Still
a
deals
4.
1.
I rolled a
four,
fucking
deals
4.
still dealt 1
It's never going
damage.
to do more than 1.
Quill.
So, I mean, I've seen like all of these things actually hit it.
Yeah.
What are the rules again on bonus action spells and one action spells? I can't do
So,
both.
so generally, you can't cast a spell of first level or higher. If you cast a spell of first level or higher as a bonus action,
Yeah.
you can only cast a cantrip as a main action.
So I can't use more than one spell slot a turn.
Not really. No. Yeah, that's probably the smartest way of thinking of it.
Okay, in that case,
You can cast a spell of first level or higher, and then a cantrip.
I will, in that case, move up to Nova, and
So at this point, nobody else can now get past you. Like the three of you are basically stood around this other creature, which has got Nova between it and another one.
that's fine. I will cast Shield of Faith on Nova,
Okay.
Too much.
Plus 2 AC.
so plus 2 AC for Neva, and they are within 5 feet of me. So I will do a Word of Radiance, and it's every creature of my choice will take X amount of damage. You
Great.
have to
Do I have
do
to
a
make a saving throw?
Con 13 save.
Right, one fails. The other one fails. Both do full damage.
Nice.
And this is radiant damage?
It's radiant damage as
The
well.
best kind.
Yes. Well, yeah, 1d6 radiant damage, so 4 to both.
4 to both.
And yeah, that is a cantrip as well. So
Okay, so Quill steps forward, and what does the Word of Radiance look like? Is it like a burst? You know, I don't know if you've cast
I mean, I think I did that one before, and I basically described it as like the Paladin one from World of Warcraft,
Just
where
like
it's
a
just
pulse
a
of light.
pulse of light that bursts out.
So you launch this, and the creatures just howl as this light seems to burn them away. The issues that the other energy had, where it didn't seem to take hold, the radiance almost just burns them away like fire. You can see parts of them beginning to melt and just turn into flickers of ash.
More of that!
Does anyone else have next kind of? No. Okay.
Stay alive.
I have a hammer, bird, a hammer!
Keep doing that then.
Arvel just trembles. He doesn't do anything. And just doesn't do anything.
Arvel.
The two creatures, sensing this power radiate from you, just one of them moves through Nova. You just feel it pass through your body and pass through you to the other side of you.
Oh god. Okay.
And then the two of them are going to try
Oh,
and
Hesper.
drain you. So 22 to hit for one,
Yeah.
and a 19 to hit from the other one. 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
One at a time.
That's a fail. That's 4
Okay.
and 14.
14 is enough.
Okay.
So you take a total of 14 points of damage, and your maximum hit points is reduced by 10.
Yes, 12 hit point max.
As
Oh. Okay.
So if you heal, you can only heal
heal
up to.
So I didn't take 24 points of damage.
no, you took 14, but your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can only heal
You do
to
like override
12
max HP.
overall.
Yes. And you feel again this life force is being
that's-
sucked out of you.
Oh, I see.
Nova.
So would we have gotten attacks of opportunity with them moving through?
Because they move through you,
I can't attack.
I'm going to kind of say,
But
yeah,
hit
exactly. Like, you can't like be like, "Ugh."
But can I move away now without them? me,
One
or
of them
they
is still within range to attack you. So the idea of it is basically you were like, you had one was in front of and behind you. Everybody else moved up in like a line to this one behind you. One went through you to the other side of Quill, but one is still behind you.
Okay. Well, I'll just do a good old attack with.
Okay. Green Flame Blade.
Give him a whacking.
Well, green flame blade didn't work, did it?
It dealt some
base damage
okay.
did.
Base
I'll
damage still works.
Do it again then.
Okay.
With Tiangong.
Okay.
So 15 to hit.
Hits.
15, 16, 17 to hit. Sorry.
Hits.
That still does it. Green Flame Blade.
4, 5, 6 damage.
Blink Light Blade.
And then +3 on the green
1 to the
flame
other one, basically.
blade.
Okay, so the one directly behind you, the one that hadn't phased through you, you turn around and you slam Tiangong into its chest.
it pulses with a blue energy, and you watch as the spirit's form begins to break, these kind of lines of blue light erupting through its body. Release!
Whoa.
Cool.
And it vanishes. One, however, still remains.
Is that the one that I hexed who was in front of me?
It is the one you hexed. No, sorry, the one who was in front of you moved away.
Okay.
So that one's still.
Doesn't matter,
That
anyway,
one's still.
can't heal
So
it.
it's like relieved by that?
It did seem to be.
Release.
It seemed. Yeah, it said release. Lucius.
It's like going for a wee after centuries.
Yeah. Austin Powers style.
No.
Birdie! I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself, running towards Birdie.
Okay, so they're in a line. You can't. So you can move next to him, but then
Can
you
I
move next
pull
to the
him
spectre.
back and take his?
Well, the creature is behind him. It
Can I
fades
get in the
through his
way
blade.
of Birdie?
You can try to. Yeah. You had to
Gonna
say.
blade
Try and
ward.
give him some cover.
And stand there
Okay. So you're going to try and interpose yourself between them.
with Blade Ward.
Okay.
Yes.
Lucius. Sentries go. Sentry will turn around towards the other creature, and she will attempt to hit it with a thing.
Woo!
Do that.
Hey.
That sounds like a good thing to do.
Nope. 8.
Damn it.
She swings, but the corridor is so tight that with Lucius like kind of putting himself in the way, she has to adjust, and the blow goes wide,
But
slams into the wall.
Being 5 feet of her got her protection now as well.
You do have her if she can use her reaction, yes. So if they attack you again, she can impose disadvantage.
Cool. Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Valor, on her go, seeing both Nova and Quill take this injury, she'll just turn around and she will attempt. You watch as her hand begins to crackle with the lightning, and she dashes forward and tries to slap this thing on the back with this kind of crackling lightning hand. With a natural 20. Jesus, this kid.
At what point do we
Vala
MVP.
MVP.
Can we just leave and
We
we
just-
watch the adventures of Vala?
Yeah.
So you watch as the
Entourage.
lightning does seem absorbed by the thing, as it kind of stumbles. God, this crown. As it just kind of it lurches forward, and then you see it kind of turn its eye, this kind of undead face turns round to Valor. And as it looks at Valor, you see its demeanor almost change.
Yeah, it's because it's from the planet, and you know how people have interest in her from other planets.
So they're from the same realm as... Wait.
Wow.
But why... But they're...
Ayla,
She might have planar magic.
You'll go.
in her.
Wait.
So is
who
she?
the guy is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna-
Dun dun dun! I think I knew from the very start who the guy was. Anyway,
what guy? I don't know what guy you're talking about.
no, characters know either.
is Vala? So Vala's right in front of it. Then.
Valor's just pulling back with this lightning hand, and she's now pulling the dagger free in front of her.
I want to smack it with the hammer and get in the way of Vala.
Okay, so attack roll first. Let's see how much you can interpose yourself.
Yeah,
22.
That's a
Hits.
whacking.
That's a whacking.
That's a whacking.
That's a whack.
That's a whack.
11, 12.
Being hit by a barbarian.
That's a whacking. 14 damage plus make a save.
So there's no point in it making a save.
But I rolled a 5.
Okay,
It would have
well-
taken 2.
We need it for high roller stat.
It passes. It passes the save.
would've taken
You
it too.
swing the hammer, and again, whilst its form is half there, the hammer kind of phases halfway through, and then just with a primal scream, the lightning kind of crackles from inside it, and you watch as the same blue lines begin to appear. Release.
Cool.
The corridor falls silent.
Wow.
Oh, I don't feel so good. Quill?
So,
Sentry, is there anything you could do to help?
I tried to heal Nova already. It did not work.
What's wrong?
I
Right.
think it aged me.
so they knew who Vala was. That's
They had
weird,
recognition.
right?
now.
Well, I don't. It just said you. Mm-hmm. I don't get it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a finger on her forehead
Right?
and try and sense, like I did with Echo, if there was anything there.
Yeah, you just feel skin, sweat.
What are you?
I don't know. I'm just.
You're very special.
I'm not.
Did they
I
look
have a little
angry?
magic.
Did they look angry at her? That
It's hard to tell. They had like a sunken ghost
Yeah,
face.
face.
It had like ghost face.
We need to protect Valor at all costs. If everyone's
Should
off.
Vala be here?
Vala, do you ever dream of other worlds?
No, I don't really dream that much.
Hey, so what do you think of the painting that was in the other room?
Just like a weird, I don't know, I've never seen anything like that before.
I am so tired.
Your both has been hit by the curved swords.
It just passed through you.
Curved swords.
I think
it
they
didn't-
drained some life from me.
Your souls! Maybe you don't
How do we
have souls
fix that?
anymore.
I got a hammer, dude. A hammer.
Don't hit me with it.
Do you not have an ability as your skill set?
Would I know any?
You can make a religion check for me.
Kim knows.
Kim knows what these monsters were, that's
She
why.
looks at a lot of spooky ghosty monsters.
18.
18. So you're familiar with undead creatures, of
I
which
do,
these
because-
most certainly were.
Yeah, because I also have turn undead as well.
Yeah, so your training, not necessarily your training, but the knowledge that's been given to you by Ansby, you kind of have like this innate understanding that these creatures were undead, and there are certain types of undead that can quite literally, drain your life force. In most cases, if it's not a particularly powerful undead, that will generally return after you sleep, after you take rest. More powerful undead, it can be permanent until holy magic or divine magic
God, okay.
relieves it.
But that wasn't ultra powerful.
That was a long
You don't
type.
feel so, but it's hard to tell.
Do you communicate that?
This is going to pass in time, but what little energy I have already, I'm really tired.
He's gone. Not much.
Yeah.
We need to...
And I don't think sleeping in a spooky room is a good idea.
Do we bail out? I mean...
I think there's going to be more of this.
You hear a twing as a crossbow bolt just flies down the room and embeds in the wall. Sorry.
Oh, we'll put that down.
That's some sharp reaction times, my friend.
We had a whole conversation.
Oh, I think I just aged a little more.
He just looks down. So here, I should put it down.
I think maybe Arvel should take Vala away from here. I don't
Arvel?
think it's safe for her.
I think
They recognized
what you were
her.
saying
They
earlier.
were real. They were real spirits. They
Yes.
phased right through. They sucked away part of Quill's soul.
But we also put them to rest, Arvel. You can still hit them.
We can stop.
That crossbow would be real helpful at hitting them.
I'm sorry. Ever since I was a boy, and ghost stories, I never had a stomach for them, and
He freezed.
yeah.
You're facing a fear, though, and that's important.
Freezed up.
I don't know if I can face those things again. I don't.
Well, you just did.
No, you don't understand. I thought. And you just see he just faints. Like his eyes just roll
Wow,
and he just
okay.
faints.
We need to get out of here, I think.
Recovery position.
There's 3 of us that are impaired right now. And
You trying to roll him over?
He's a big dwarf. Like you are not strong enough.
Recovery position.
Like, yeah.
Somebody help!
Can I just pick him up?
Yeah,
Can I
you
just
pick him
try
up.
and pick him up and put him on my shoulder?
I don't think...
Ayla just does that.
Clear his mouth. Clear his airways.
He's upside down, it's fine.
I'm probably not sane of mind right now. But we came in at nighttime for a reason. And I mean, we have the ability, we know they can be stopped. I am very tired, and I could definitely sleep for maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe 3 or 4 days.
Maybe if we find any more of those things, we should just run.
I mean, I didn't want to use it in this one because I didn't think they were that threatening, but it turns out they're pretty bad. But I can turn them for a short while at least anyway.
What if
I
they
don't
spring
think
upon
that-
you?
I think we need to talk to this princess. I think we need to avoid as much as we can and talk to her. But it seems like they all want to
I really
kind
wanna
of be
find out
released.
about this planar magic.
Yeah, but is it worth our lives?
This is the only clue I have. I'm sorry that...
I might be able to bring Jasavir back.
He
Not if
seems
you-
to recognize me. If they might have any clues about my past, I want to know about them too.
It seems more important than not to carry on now. Plus, we know what hurts them, and we know they can be hurt.
I cannot do anything useful against them. I'm weak. None of our spells are working properly.
Do you have a weapon?
It all helped.
Physical
Lucius.
weapon?
Even like my lightning, it did something.
Mine worked phenomenally. And I wasn't even using anything close to...
Was that the magic you got from Hesper?
It was the pulsy one.
I imagine that maybe the
burned them
magic
away.
of the gods probably can drive them away.
And I've got more where that came from.
That also means that you're in the most risk, Will. If you get hurt, if we can't save you, then we lose our strongest weapon.
If it gets too bad, then I can turn them away at least for a short while, and then we can make our getaway.
Okay.
But I think we need to press forward.
We need to find her. Where was she? Where was she?
I'm going to sit down for a second, though.
You and me both, buddy. I'll just pop myself next to you.
Yeah, I mean,
The only people that have seen her so far were Quill and Lucius. So.
Where did you see her in the building?
Upstairs.
You saw her on the archway bridge.
Yes.
So
Was that
we need to find
consistently
her.
on that archway?
That is where Lucius saw her as well.
Okay.
So we should go there.
Let's just be extra cautious.
But if it's too much risk for you guys, then you don't have to come with me.
Run.
I need to. I
You
can't
said
go
earlier.
without asking.
You said earlier, win, 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 win. And I don't say win when pointing at myself.
Okay, Quill, strategy-wise, I think it's best if you don't run in and cast Word of Radiance right next to them. I think you should stay back and use range. Like me.
I will do from now on. That's just how that one in particular works.
But you can turn from a distance.
Yes, I can, I think.
I want to know if Sentry can be affected if they're cutting through your souls. How does Sentry get that damage?
I don't know if it was my soul. It felt more like my life.
I guess Sentry does have.
I do still have sentience. I believe I have a spirit.
I think they just drain your stamina, I suppose.
Oh, Zarpy.
Your hit points!
Yeah, I don't really...
No.
It's difficult to...
No, I mean, the
get
thing
used
is Sentry is a living thing. She is not a robot that can move. She has a sentience. Obviously, that is a theological debate on does she have a soul, but she seems to possess the same spirituality as many others.
I don't really want to test if Sentry can.
No, but
Sentry can get
It is
Worst
there.
case
far
scenario, we
it
don't
is better
want-
that I take the injuries than you all do.
As much as it's horrible as to say that, yes. If Quill takes another hit, he's down.
I should lead the way. I am more than happy to do this.
Yes.
Well, I'm coming with you.
Are we
This is,
heading?
we're here because I said to come here, and if you guys die, I'd feel like a little bit, tiny bit guilty before I move on with my life.
You two, behind, at the back.
Where should we head?
We need to go upstairs.
I'll follow behind you.
Do we want to go directly to where she is, or should we try and investigate a bit further, find out more information?
They didn't look like they were gonna talk.
Perhaps the manor itself has some secrets, but if you think it's better, we go
Maybe.
straight to
Maybe
her.
it has a library.
Oh God, you've got that look in your eye.
But that's where I'd keep like books about planar experiments.
They might have books about clans there.
Yep.
I don't know. Do
Heraldry?
people write about that?
Yeah, heraldry.
Sure. I don't read books.
I
But
imagine planar magic also needs a lot of equipment as well, so
Yeah.
it's probably a... Sorry?
you've gone all weird.
I think
Again.
she's as tired as I am.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Let's go.
And I don't know
Somewhere.
anything about planar magic.
I don't want to be in here
Gosh,
much.
You say that out loud.
I'm gonna.
What did you say? What did she say?
Said she doesn't know anything about planar magic, but she said it in one of those ways that makes you think maybe she might know a little bit about planar magic.
I'm tired.
I'm just gonna point out that the things
Maybe
here,
this is not the best place for such discussions.
I would really like
things
to.
here died because of planar magic. Just gonna say that.
Yep.
Because I don't want to die if you start tinkering with stuff.
I've never tinkered with it.
This is a future
You
problem.
have a look in your eye
going
that
to roll an
suggests that
insight.
you absolutely will, if given any opportunity. Yep, the look is there. If you
17.
kill me with planar magic or anything like that,
I'm just scratching my nose.
I think Nova
I'm gonna
might
come back
know
as
a
a
thing
ghost.
or two about planar magic.
Nova, are you lying to our team?
No.
You are. I can see it. You're looking. You're not. Look at me. You're not. Oh, she's lying. Why would you do that, Nova?
Oh, hey, that creature's back again.
Where? Where?
If you hurt me or kill me with planar magic, I'm gonna become one of these ghosts and I'm coming for you.
I would never do experiments with planar magic with all of you around me.
That's a very specific requirement there. I feel like if there's some of us around you, would you do it?
No.
If
There's one of us?
No.
None of us?
Yes. No.
Yes. All right, let's stay near Nova all times.
Keep an eye on Nova.
You're terrifying.
He's my detect magic still
You're
on?
quite scary sometimes.
Yes,
you know?
because it's only been like less than a minute.
Oh, less than a minute. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that
okay.
fight took less than a minute.
I'm adorable.
But that whole conversation, let's
No.
say it took 2-3 minutes for that conversation.
Let's keep looking. I don't want to be in here longer than I need to.
Let's
Where
go
would
to
you
the
like me to
library.
head? The corridor seems to lead. There are more doors from the corridor,
The closest
and then
door.
there is a stairway. The closest door is the one on your left or right.
Lefty Lucy. Right.
Oh, we're not going up
You
the
go
steps?
right. You open the door on the right. Sounds like you did.
I suppose Sentry too.
Oh, Sentry just she's like very well. Turns, opens the door to the right.
It might be trapped.
It seems she just opens it. There is a strong smell of kind of rot and decay that hits you as soon as she opens this door, and you can actually hear almost like a little bit of a rattling of the wind. The room inside as she opens the door would have once been a study, you think, but there is the bookshelves have long been ruined. It looks like part of the wall and the actual manor wall and the window have broken. And there is kind of overgrowth and moisture. The wood has rotten. There's just this strong smell of decay and death, really. You can see the back wall housed several ruined bookshelves, like I mentioned, one of which appears to have been opened as if it held a secret door or a secret container. And there is a dark black scorch mark that extends out from it, laying in which is a bloated, kind of decaying corpse. There is also a door on the far wall next to the open kind of secret bookshelf. There's also things like there was once a kind of like what appeared to be like a small wooden table with maps, but they've long rotted away and faded away to nothing. Nothing else seems to really have remained in the room.
Oh, this is terrible. Look at all these books. Ruined. I'll never be able to read them.
That body.
Nova, you might be missing the.
Well, it's clearly dead.
Yes, but if it was...
Essentially moves up, like puts her axe kind of towards the body, which kind of nudges it a bit. Like it just appears to be a corpse. It does not appear to be animated.
This story that was told to me was centuries old.
Yes, this body is not that old.
So someone tried to
I rolled
blow
a
their
2.
way in here.
Or they've broken
Subvert-
through the window.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like the window. Yeah, like a size for a hand to come in and open the window.
They clearly knew something behind a secret compartment and tried to utilize it, or it was trapped.
Well, if it's trapped, then we need to move quickly while I can still see these at least magical things.
Yeah, in fact, Quill, actually, while you're looking in the room, inside the kind of secret compartment that's been revealed, there is a very faint, dull glow coming from inside a metal chest, like a little jewelry chest.
But first,
I forgot that you had detect magic. Yeah, so you look in like this secret thing. So it looks like there were once some potion bottles. The smell
my
of
noise.
death, the smell of like this rotten corpse, just kind of really assails your beak.
Assails your
but inside
Peak has been
the
assailed.
inside the compartment, you see like shards of glass and the remnants of probably what were once potion bottles that they've broken. But yeah, you see this. It's a small jewelry-sized box, metal chest, inlaid with swirling patterns of the sea and the sky, wind kind of blowing all over it. Appears to be locked.
Oh, okay. Hey, I found a thing. There might be a key somewhere.
It's
Lock
actually,
now.
looking at it, it does have a key slot, but there is also a combination lock, like a dial of 4 numbers,
Oh.
1 to 10.
Well, two ways.
There's
to
also a key.
either 2 ways to open it or one complicated way to open it.
Are there any papers or anything that I can read at all?
No, the bookshelf is ruined. It looks like the broken window and the broken wall, which is very close to the scorch marks of whatever exploded. It's let in too much moisture over the centuries and just growth and
Is that
everything
close to the
else.
scorch mark?
Yes, it looked like
was
the
behind.
scorch mark erupted when the secret compartment was opened. The scorch mark looked like it erupted outwards.
Looks
It
like
was
that's
to
what
protect whatever was in that box.
Looks like that is what they wanted. So it's quite valuable, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Would you like me to try and open it?
Well, we don't know. I guess
Is it magical?
the glow. Yeah.
Inside.
Can
You
I
can just faintly see it.
can I tell what kind of magic it is? Is it inside, like in the box?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's inside the box.
Not
yes.
the box
It's
itself.
not the box.
Because you can see, because it's not a lead box, you can just about detect there is an enchanted, it looks to be in the shape of a ring, like looking at the aura.
Tasty.
Hey, no, magic
Can
ring.
I tell what type of magic?
It is abjuration magic.
Very nice. What does that mean?
Never can tell.
I will tell you because you are an arcane domain, you would know.
Oh.
Abjuration magic is generally defensive magic. It's used for wards of protection, that sort of thing.
That could be useful.
Nice.
For you right now.
Yeah. I guess it is useful for me now.
Is this not a magically sealed box? Vala could maybe pick it.
The box doesn't appear to be magical.
It's a mundane box.
Locked.
Well, it could be that we need both the lock and the combination, but you're free to try.
Okay. Yeah, she puts it down.
Natural 20.
15 plus a bonus of +4.
Oh my god. Vala.
She's like, okay, I think I've got it. I don't think you need the combination. I think that's an alternative way to open it.
Oh.
There you go. I got it.
Oh wow, that was way better.
Vala, you are 3 out of 3.
What else did you do? You say you snuck out of things. Did you ever steal stuff? I mean, like, this is ridiculous.
No, I don't steal things. I mean, I snuck around a bit. Like you saw before, I'm kind of good at staying hidden. It was only Quill that saw me when I was following you. And I've picked a few locks.
She's very
and,
useful.
Yeah.
It's inside.
Oh yeah. She opens it up, and she's like, "Oh wow, there's like a bunch of gemstones and a ring."
Oh, I didn't see the gemstones. I did see the ring though. Can I?
Yeah, she gives you the ring.
Don't forget about that creature.
Inside there is a little pouch of rubies and sapphires. Not very big. Lucius, you'd estimate the rubies and sapphires to be worth about 300 gold altogether. So it's like a little pouch. It's a little pouch
They're
of
not very big gems. They're only about, what, 300
300 gold total.
pennies?
That's quite a lot.
That's a lot of gold.
Is it?
Can you work out what the ring
For
was?
the party.
I mean, it would take another 10 minutes.
Or you can do it instantly if you want to spend a spell slot.
That's true, actually. I kind of want it now.
Cast it now.
And if I know it's
That's the whole point of spell slots.
Yeah.
You choose to cast it or you cast it as a
Like, if I know it's a protection thing predominantly,
Yeah.
and protection is what we need, I will cast Identify.
You cast Identify. You open yourself
I-
up to the knowledge of Hesper, and you focus, and you feel knowledge begin to flow off of the ring into your mind. You know that this is an old ring. It comes from just after the Sundering. The Sky Cities, Gusthaven, and several others manufactured many of these rings for nobles as a form of protection, fearing that the Remnant and the Court of Shadows were still there. They equipped many of their eligible heirs as a way of defending them but keeping it quite subtle. It is called a barrier ring.
Barrier ring.
The barrier ring, as a bonus action, the wearer can create a magical shield, a spectral shield, as long as they have one hand free. Whilst active, the wearer gains a +2 bonus to AC and is considered to be wielding a shield. If they are not proficient with shields, they suffer no penalties. The shield lasts for 1 minute and can be conjured twice per day. I will make a entry for D&D Beyond.
Spell shield.
And I don't.
So it's like, did you ever watch Ulysses 31? That's very old. None of you are going to know that. It's basically like a ring, but it will project like a magical shield,
like Green Lantern.
like Green Lantern. It's going to keep doing it. I don't care. I'm going to keep putting it back.
So this will let me basically have a shield, and it also fits perfectly.
On his claw.
Do you want someone to put that on for you?
Talon.
I mean,
Put it
Nova,
over talent.
do you want it?
I think you need it more than I do.
Anyone
agree.
else?
I have shield spell. So.
Here,
Put it on.
I'll
Bert.
take it.
Put it on.
Lucius.
Put it on.
If you want it.
No.
Quill.
No, Quill. Put it on.
What?
Put it on. You look like you're going
What are
to
you
pass
doing?
out.
Give it to me.
Quill needs it more than you do.
I'm going to slap
I'm
his
going to
hand
put
away.
it on him
I'm going to
because he's
slap
got
Lucius's
one
hand
arm.
away.
I do need help. I can't
I'm
put it on one
helping him
hand.
put
I'll
it
do
on.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
I think Lucius genuinely was going to help him put it on.
I'm just going to put
He
it on
had a
his
look in his eye that was like,
Absolutely
to
not.
me.
No, I just wanted to help him.
I'm pretty sure if Lucius wanted a ring, he would just.
I've
buy
got
one.
20 rings.
I've no space for it.
Yeah, so you put it on. Now, the one thing is because it is a spectral shield, you can still use that hand, so it won't interfere with spell casting. You just have to have a hand free to conjure it. You have to like grip your hand and then wow.
Yeah.
So you can't be holding the pistol.
That's fine.
Yes, you can't use your pistol. That's the only thing is you can't like hold a weapon.
I mean, if I'm holding the pistol at close range, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah. So you put this on. So twice per day. It lasts. Once you conjure it, it lasts for a minute. So it basically lasts one fight.
Cool.
And it will give you a +2 bonus to AC, and it's a bonus action to activate.
And did you say if I didn't have proficiency with shields,
It doesn't matter. You still get the bonus. You don't get any penalties. Which I believe as a cleric, you still have shield.
Oh,
proficiency
yeah, I
anyway,
do, yeah.
So.
But just to
Very-
make sure.
Very fetching, birdie.
Wow.
You look like me in no time.
I need another 6 or 7.
100.
I guess your hand kind of looks like when
Also-
you stack up hula hoops.
I can't bend my fingers.
It's just always like this.
Jingle jangle. Yeah, was that jangling you?
Yeah, it could have just been me. Also,
Okay.
you have to change out the rings per season, but obviously that's not
Per
really in fashion.
season?
Yes.
Why?
We have more coppers and things in summer, obviously. A bit
Well-
more.
Go on. Sorry.
No, that's it.
I was just going to say, I think we should end because we've got a few minutes left.
Yeah, let's finish up here.
Also,
Loot.
for once, I'm going to give you XP. Because I never remember to do it on stream. It's only 800, so divided between 4 of you is 200 each.
Okay.
Not much.
So what does that leave everyone on? I can't remember where we are.
I don't know.
Set XP.
We're
Add
2
XP.
320.
200.
Yep, 2
Out
through
of
20.
2 700.
Yeah, not enough. So that XP was basically, because the Spectres was only a medium encounter. I know it probably felt scarier, but they were not a challenging encounter.
No, we done with it.
But you got, the experience was mainly awarded for finding the barrier ring, and also uncovering the manor, which is a new location on the map. It's
You wanna
a new,
give Sent
you've
for that?
explored a dungeon.
Oh no, we
I
uncovered,
will sort that
we
out.
uncovered the manor last time because Lucius walked just in range enough
But
for it
you-
to uncover on the
Ding.
compass.
It wasn't until you
World
stepped inside.
Location discovered.
Yeah. So apparently we've got a lot of donations to read. So I'll start reading these out.
Oh, damn.
Chapter 3, the ongoing quest to find decent group name. Thank you, Frank the NPC.
I feel like
Yeah,
it kind
one
of has
day
to
we'll
happen
have one.
organically.
Dancing on Fire. Thank you very much for your donation. You all look gorgeous, especially Mark and Katie.
Okay,
Don't
thank you.
lie.
You can live.
You don't even have your wig on anymore.
I
Sorry.
forgot this might be a Halloween episode until we fade in on those beautiful golden locks. You guys are amazing and I love this show. Thank you very much. Dragster, thank you very much for your $250.
Wow.
Hello all, just on a donation to say it was wonderful to meet you all on Friday. I forgot
Oh,
to mention
you
that I
too.
hadn't been that starstruck since I met Jet from Gladiators
wow.
and Mr. Motivator.
Now that-
TJ, I didn't get
TJ
to
cleared
finish
it
reading it.
too quickly.
Oh no, it's
Actually,
just,
they reset, so skip the next
reset.
two.
So skip that one, skip that top one,
And the next
then
one.
that one.
Yeah, bam, there we go,
Uh,
please.
I met Jet from Gladiators and Mr. Motivator, so thanks for putting me at ease. You're all ace. Thank you very much, Dragster. Sticky Monkey 12 resub. Thank you very much. You guys look amazing.
Thanks.
Darth Dave 41 donated $250. Totally beansed it on Friday. Flew in from Dublin and decided to dump the bag in the hotel instead of heading straight to MCM and dragging it around. Then in the queue for the live show, I saw they had cancelled Saturday. Sod it, Yoska's story is there.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you though, Darth Dave. Imperator Shaunus. You guys look great, I think. Wow. Once again, I just want to say it was fantastic to meet you guys yesterday and have a decent chat. Can't wait for the next con. Hopefully I'll be able to get some things signed and see a live show. Much love, guys.
Thank
Very
you.
much. Nightjar, you sweetie.
Hey.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for the most amazing live show at MCM. Well worth braving the crowds. It was lovely seeing you all again and seeing just how many people turned up to meet you and watch you play made me very happy. No spoilers, but ride or die.
Thank you,
I
Nigel.
do have your Welsh cakes, which I forgot to give out.
you meant to-
Nightjar.
Yeah, you didn't
Share
share.
them.
You didn't share them.
Oh.
Thank you for the badge that you gave me. It was lovely.
I've got the audio for that.
There you go.
So it'll at least be a podcast.
Oh, shit.
I will, in that case, I will make
Do
a
we not
video
have the
to put on
footage?
YouTube.
Yeah.
We still need to source that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, if not, you will see a video on YouTube
It would
for it.
be
It
no
might just be audio only.
Okay.
But that's better.
And then Nigel also said, not my horse. Why? The horse adventure one shot is ruined now. Also, those costumes are great, and yours is. It sure is something, Mark. Wow! I put a lot of effort into this Nightjar.
Before we
Anyway,
get too much further, do you want
Yeah.
to just re-announce the World Anvil?
yes, that's a good point. So, big thank you to our new sponsor, World Anvil. It's a really awesome tool made specifically for DMs to manage their campaigns. You can do so much in it. You can create timelines. You can do wiki editing. You can link to other articles. It's got a digital DM screen with a dice roller. You can play music from it. It's a genuinely fantastic tool.
Yeah. Please have a look at it. It's very, very fun.
If you want to check out, if you want to build your own campaign, if you're writing your own novel, it is an essential tool. I genuinely think that it's going to help you and it should be checked out. Should be a link in chat. Please do check it out. Use the link. It does let them know. It lets them know that we've sent you there, basically. And retweet it and spread it around as well.
Also, thanks D&D
Beyond.
Beyond. Let us know what you thought of the Twitch integration as well.
Yeah, really like to know what you thought of it.
Obviously, we've been using it as we were playing, so I'd like to know if it has been updating.
If someone can send a screenshot of what it looks like to us, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It is very limited, like in terms of placement. We can't customize where it appears and stuff yet. But yeah, let us know what you think of it.
If you have any suggestions, let us know.
Right, we've got a few of these to get through, and we've got to finish at 8. So, should I just read through them?
Yeah,
Through them? Evil Demon 444, thank you for the resub. Still need to catch up. Thank you very much. Sir at the Death, thank you very much. Here's the song I try to remember. So good I could, but my typing sod it. It was our DM who came up with it in their head. Sorry for my English, no problem. Thank you very much. Notalix, thank you very much. Hey, still want to catch up on last week's one-shot, part 2, so I'll VOD this one later. In the meantime, take my money and good luck Scooby-Dooing around Spooky Mansion. I'm sure nothing can go wrong. Thank you very much.
World Anvil in chat. Hey, World Anvil.
Thanks, World Anvil. Silent Magi, thank you very much for the 34-month resub.
Wow.
Nightjar, thank you very much. Also, Critical Rollers, High Roll D&D convention when? We wish.
That would be nice.
I've said to the guys, I love it. Fire Red Green, thank you very much. It was really nice meeting you yesterday, Katie. Shame about the rest, but well, there's nothing con. There's
always
another con. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Dragster, another donation. By the way, does that costume go all the way down?
Oh, it does.
It does.
Sure
Yeah,
does.
it does,
I can't really show you, but I've got the dress on.
There will be pictures.
There'll be a picture.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Varys donated, thank you very much. Metamanu, quarter hundo, thank you very much. Hey guys, you all look amazing. Mark is especially fabulous. Ready for chapter 3, let's go. Onwards to Waffles, thank you very much. Yes, a classic tale of elven literature. Once upon a time, an elven princess cast a forbidden spell. It was so forbidden that everyone died. The end. Kappa.
Romeo and Juliet was the same, basically.
Yeah.
Absurdity Matrix, half hundo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Finally catching you all live again. Kim, I super enjoyed your one-shot. Was that The Fall or House of Usher? There you go.
No, more like classic horror movie, Poltergeist, Evil Dead.
Boom.
Nice.
Ronok, thank you very much for the resub. Bijaroth, subscribe, thank you very much. Ace of Thorns, donated. There's only one thing that needs to be said on this occasion. We absolutely must have more of DM Bowsette.
We do not need that.
One day.
must.
I'd be up
One
for it.
day. Florent 10, thank you very much. Tuned in midstream to see Mark in a Bowsette costume. I never thought I'd be so glad to see such a thing in my life. Thank you, Mark. So you're welcome.
No.
Dancing on Fire, thank you very much.
that's
You all look
back to
gorgeous,
start,
especially
is it?
Mark and Katie.
Is this is the
That's
back?
back again.
Start.
It's
Why
back
is
to
it
start
keep doing
again.
that?
Weird.
TJ, just
It's
go.
doing weird things. Can we scroll down and
Beans
just see if
did. You guys look great, I think.
Yeah,
Thank you
keep
for the
going, I'll
live
tell you
show.
when.
Not my horses. Still need to catch up to no D&D. Here's the song.
Keep going.
Catch
I'll
up
tell you
on
when.
it. I know. I'm
Maybe just scroll to the bottom.
I think once.
I don't want to miss them.
All right, okay.
Elven literature.
We're getting close.
Keep
We're getting
going.
closer.
Ace of Thorns. Lauren.
Oh,
Zalora.
That
High
one.
rollers in honor of my DM who lost all in faith in me after dodging his difficult combat encounter by pulling out a demon summoning fire with a bag of onions. The question is, what's the best way you've ever bullshitted a puzzle that actually worked? I don't
What?
think you guys have ever really bullshitted a puzzle.
them.
Yeah, you just solved it.
I mean,
Joe.
I just got a ring because someone else triggered the trap hundreds of years ago.
That's pretty, yeah.
Well, not.
Archie Bones, thank you for the sub. We've got to finish up because it's time to hand it over to the ASMR stream with Kath and Co. Check it out. We've been the High Rollers. I've been Mark in a Bowsette costume. It's been great.
Check out World Anvil.
Check out World Anvil.
Anvil.
Really is really awesome. We're going to tweet about it as well. We're going to tweet after this.
And again, thank you to everyone that we met at Comic-Con. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you, and it's just so nice to put faces to names.
It's not that cold. You're weird.
It's not cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
they did.
Oh, next week, full party?
Next week, full party.
Next week, full party.
Full party, maybe.
Tomorrow
We'll
night.
see.
Tomorrow,
Rogue's
Rogue's
Gambit.
Gambit. We'll post about it on Twitter.
See
We
you
got to
there.
go. See you later. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.